Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers advance in the playoffs. They head to Detroit, to Carmen's hometown, the Motor City, Motown, to take on the Lions. Can I just take a step back here for a second and say, if the Buccaneers were to go all the way through to the Super Bowl, then my prediction of winning 12 games would be right this year. And I was the only one who was on the Buccaneer train.
Your prediction is already gone.
Yeah,
but
just regular season. And
Yeah.
12,
Maybe I was
and
a little
it didn't
confused.
come close.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. I'm mad at everybody except for Galvin and Gio.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
understand
mad at you,
that.
Joe, because your mic's off. I just hear.
Oh my God. I told you guys.
Gio said from the beginning, he was like, I'm not going to be able to make it to your house for the party. And Galvin was like, I'm still coming, until I had to cancel it and go, sorry, Galvin, nobody else is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish canceled, Joe canceled, Carmen, I'm most angry at.
Why?
First of all, I haven't seen you in a long time. I was looking forward to hanging out with you.
I'll see you next week.
And then you outright lied to me.
I did not.
You did. Why didn't you come?
Because so this weekend, like Friday and Saturday, Chad wasn't feeling very well.
Right.
And then
Which is what you told me.
Right. And then of course gave it to me.
Oh.
So it like just basically transferred. It's only like the sniffles.
You were saying Chad was not feeling well, but Chad felt well enough to go to the studio on Monday morning, didn't he? And sit in with his coaching staff.
Wow.
Because
Mm-hmm.
like I said, he felt better. It's just like a little 2-day bug, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
But like Friday he was out, Saturday he was out, Sunday he was out, and then Monday he woke up. And
Oh, Monday he was out too. No, nobody came.
No.
You didn't come over my house on Monday.
Yeah, because Monday he was feeling better and I wasn't, and
Mhm.
I don't want to give whatever. And again, I don't even know what it is. I'm just like stuffed up, but like my mucus isn't green.
Oh, come on!
Oh, like
Jeez.
what's with the
As
details?
if we weren't not attracted to you enough.
Maybe if you were a black, he would have came over.
What?
Maybe if you were a black, he would have came over.
I don't know if I say it that way, but yeah.
No, it was Martin Luther King Day,
Right.
and he wanted to hang out with his black friends.
Yeah, it just sounds worse. Maybe you would have said, maybe if you were black, you would have come over. But you said a black.
No, I didn't.
You said maybe
I said
if
maybe
you were a
if
black.
no, I said maybe if you were black.
I heard
you
maybe
hear,
if you were a black.
You hear it,
Yeah.
racism.
It's because
Your ears are racist.
Me?
Yes.
I didn't do anything.
Yes.
I misheard you.
Yes, because your ears are racist.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
see? That's
I
why
can't
she had to
control
come
my
over.
ears.
Yeah, racist ears. He's like, I'm not going over to racist ears' house.
I also said Friday that nobody was going to be coming over.
True. You called it, and then I don't know. Joe in Spanish. Joe said it was too late for him, which I understand because he's an old man.
Yes.
But also, it was supposed to be a sleepover. You were supposed to come and do it, and then just stay here. So it'd have been easier, and you guys might have actually been earlier today.
I would like to point out, I feel like Gio was saying it wasn't going to happen because of you.
All right. Well,
100%.
either way,
That's what I feel.
Yeah, 100%.
It applied generally to everybody.
I had to cancel my Publix order for all the food that I had.
I was in, ready to go, and then when everybody else canceled, I assumed that it was just not happening. And then Mike was like, so is Galvin the only one coming over? And I go, oh, am I still coming
Yeah.
over?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
come over.
Well,
That's no problem.
Because
But-
Mike Olivero was coming over too.
yeah.
You and Mike are the ones I was like, forget it. But can I say something great about Publix? We ordered a bunch of food from Publix, and then I was like, is it too late to cancel the food? So we called them and we're like, hey, is it too late to cancel the food? And it was close to time of pickup, and they were like, no. And they said, we are going to be so busy. What you bought were like sandwiches and chicken. We're just going to put it out to sell it. It'll be gone. And we're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Man, you ordered food and everything, and all these jerks just like,
Yeah,
oh no, I know we
left
said
me
we're
hanging.
coming, but we're gonna go ahead and just bail on you.
At least Spanish had no excuse.
What do you mean?
You just said no.
No, I said I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm
Can
doing.
you tell that
I'm doing the Vin Diesel voice on purpose.
Why
You
are
were
all you
good.
sickly people coming here to try and
Yeah.
spread disease?
At least you still came into work.
Yeah.
We could have taken another day off. People were so mad that we took off yesterday. This
We
guy,
were celebrating Martin Luther the King.
not according to this guy, we didn't go to any parades or do
doesn't
anything
know
in the
my
community.
personal-
That's what I said. I go, you don't know what parades
If
we've
you
been in."
didn't post it, it doesn't count.
Mm.
This guy was like, I don't understand. Why do you have to work? I mean, why do you get off and the rest of the station has to work? I don't know who's working. It's a national holiday. Everybody at the station has off unless they want to be there. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. No, but I just love why people get so mad at it.
Mm.
Like this guy wasn't saying I'm going to really miss you on the radio anymore. He was like, I don't understand why you get off. I don't
Man.
care. I don't really think it was designed for you to understand anything.
I
sir.
have a feeling he's mad he had to work.
Well, that's what I said. I wrote, do you have to work today? And he didn't answer me. I assumed so. The Sunshine Comedy Festival was a huge hit. And after bombing at the cigar bar the other night when I went there with Bobby, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
I got up on stage on Friday night or Saturday night, one of those nights. And I did not bomb. Let's
With
put it
none
at
of
that.
us there to see it.
Well, you're welcome to come. Nobody came. There's
Just
plenty of
fine.
audience
It's
members
interesting
there.
how you bomb when we're there, and then when we're not there, you get carried out on their shoulders.
I mean, they were cheering my name. It was amazing.
They're like, "Move over, Richard Pryor. We have a new greatest ever."
Saturday, I went over there and had some brisket from Prime Butcher, and Meet Dave was out there making it, Dave Williamson, and he had a whole setup. And this is the best part. Heights Meat Market also was there, and they had a cooker out there. So Heights Meat Market had a tent, and a whole bunch of people were underneath the tent. Well, I couldn't take a picture of that and promote Prime Butcher, so I took a picture of the smoker, and I said, out here at Side Splitters, Prime Butcher, and I got this snarky email in my inbox that said, "It's funny how that's my smoker out there, but it says Prime Butcher or whatever." And I said, "Hey, the Prime Butcher people are super nice." And I wrote back, "Hey, we all got meat from different places, and since that was the only thing with no logo, that's what I used. But I was really trying." And it was so hilarious. It was the owner's wife, or I guess one of the owners. She wrote back, "I'm sorry, I'm 37 weeks pregnant or whatever." She's like, and I started laughing. They were very cool, but they were out there. Prime Butcher was out there, and those guys were out there cooking. The barbecue Buddha was there. I mean, I had a ball, and then I hung around to watch their podcast. And that's the podcast that Dave Williamson and Forrest Shaw do. So Dave said, "Hey," they do it like in quarters, or segments. They beep a horn and they switch segments. And they said, "Will you come on segment 2?" And I go, "Yeah, sure, that'd be great." So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him tell the story. And he goes, "I have a friend of mine that we started out in comedy with because they're both from Florida. And he said, I was going to come out and see you guys today, but I can't come out because I spilled boiling water on my feet and my feet are all hurt." And I went, "Oh, that's gross." And I went, "Wait a second. Don't I know somebody who spilled boiling water on their feet? What are the chances that it's the same person? Could that be?" So I go up on there and I brought that up. And I said, years ago, I had a Hummer and I sold the Hummer to a guy, and the guy said to the guy, "If you're ever going to sell it, please just offer it back to me first because I may want to buy it back one day." And he said, "Sure." And that guy contacted me. He wanted to sell the Hummer because he spilled boiling water on his feet. It's the same goddamn guy. How weird is that?
So he just everything in his life is bad because he's poured boiling water on his feet.
Galvin,
He's selling his Hummer. He can't do comedy.
he melted the feet down to the bone.
Oh,
yeah. And
What was he doing?
The comedy was back in the day, when Dave was first starting out. I don't know, he was boiling water, like say, like to make pasta or something. When he was carrying it off the stove, he fell and it spilled on his feet. I saw the pictures. It looked like when you do that spray foam inside an attic to keep it, it's just like a bunch of like yellowish white curls. It was bad. Like you could see bone at one point, and I felt terrible for the guy. And I quickly offered him $2,500 for the Hummer, but he didn't bite. It turns out that was the same guy with Dave. And I said to Dave on the show, I said, "Listen, this is an amazing story, but it's more amazing that guy was a comedian. I've never seen a more bland human being in my life. I had no idea that guy would be interested in comedy, but that's why I guess him and Mo are friends, because Mo thinks he can do comedy too."
Also, used to do comedy years ago.
I went Saturday and I saw, who did I see? I saw, do you know who Jeffrey Gurian is?
Jeffrey, what?
Gurian. He looks like Phil Spector. He's got big Phil Spector hair. He is.
I already don't like him.
Yeah, you would probably not like him, but he also is kind of like loved. He's kind of like a medicine man of television in New York, like public access TV.
I know exactly who he is.
He interviews comedians, but he did shows with Ron Bennington, and he's the only guy out of all the comedians who they had no idea was even going up to do comedy. I was hosting that night, so they brought me a list, and they said, "This guy, we just found out he's going to go up and do 5 minutes. His name is I go, "I know who he is. I'm okay." And they're like, "Well, he wanted me to give you his credits." He was the only comedian on the whole thing that I had to say credits for. It was hilarious. But it was him. It was Catherine Blanford. It was Jeff Dye and Steve Simone. Steve Simone's been in the studio with us before. We know Steve. He brought us pastries a couple of times. He comes here from Lagos. He's hilarious. He was great live. It was just a lot of fun. It was a good little 2-hour show, and I had a ball being out there hosting, and it was fun. The Sunshine Comedy Festival went over really well this weekend.
Good.
Everybody seems very happy.
And for the first one, that's great.
For the first one, everybody seems really happy. Everything seemed to be pretty much on schedule. It's weird because I've not done this before, but there was a show in St. Pete called Mike Calta Presents, and I didn't know anything about it. Nobody even said, "Can you be here on this day?" So I go, "What am I supposed to be there?" And BT's like, "Don't worry, Johnny B's going out there." I go, "What? Oh, hold on a second. What? You can't just replace one fat guy with another one." So evidently Johnny B went out there, and every comedian made fun of me for not being at the show anymore, but I didn't know anything about it. So it was a little confusing, but it seems to have gone over very well, and I'm very happy for BT who put it all together, and looking forward to next year. So
yeah, it looks like a lot of work with juggling all the different comics and the different venues and who's got to be here, when, where.
He's so straight faced. Every time I go, "You stressing out?" And he goes, "Well, it's good." And then I go, "Everything's on number." "No, this guy left early. That guy had a switch. This guy, everything good." He goes, "Yeah, I got it all covered." I'm like, "All right, I guess that's the mentality that you need to go into it." So he did a great job. What, anybody else do anything good this weekend?
I went and saw Zach Sabbath.
Oh, how was that?
It was great.
I heard somebody said online that it was overcrowded.
It was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was completely sold out, but I thought it was fine. Like where I got to go in and stand, it was fine. But I mean, it was absolutely packed in there. Of course, Medicine Man was there. Got to see him.
Did you get him in?
No, I did not get him in. He was in, however he got in. And I got to tell you, Medicine Man, looking old.
Oh,
Looking old. I mean, he's always looked gross, but he also now, like, you can see that he's an old man.
He's always looked 70 to me, though.
Yeah, but
but it's creeping in his face.
Yeah,
now.
I think now he's moving a little bit slower, and you're starting to realize, oh, this is an old man.
He an old man who's my father's age out there rocking out at Zach Sabbath on a Saturday night or whatever it was.
It was Zach Wild's birthday, which was cool. Yeah, but it was fun. It was a very good time, and it sounds great over there at Janice.
Yeah,
they do such a good job. They've been doing it for so long. They know what they're doing.
For some reason, in my mind, I thought you were going to see Mac Sabbath.
Oh, different,
which is like the cover band with McDonald characters.
Right, yeah.
I tried to get them in studio. Here. I have seen, I think about it over the years, Galvin, since 1992. Such great. Pearl Jam played there. I saw the Beastie Boys there. One of my favorite shows I ever saw was Saigon Kick there. It was real. For a small venue like that, it's really had some major names in it over the years. So I'll never forget Ron Bennington in 1992 saying, "Pearl Jam is playing at Janice. You will never see this band play at Janice again." He was like, "Go see them now. You'll never see them play a venue this small."
Yeah.
What else? There's something else I wanted to tell you. No, that's it. Show's over.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
No, there was something about this weekend that I wanted to tell you.
I went to see Josh Wolf this weekend.
You did? How was that?
Yeah.
On
it was
Sunday?
really good. Yeah, on Sunday. Christy and I went. It was very good. Got a picture with him. Very nice.
I don't like that you. Let's not reveal the names of your girlfriends.
Oh, all right. Sugar paste.
Sugar paste. Thank you.
Sugar paste. What?
Last night was great. And by the way, on a side note, about halftime yesterday during the Bucs game, I was so glad none of you came over. I was exhausted. I was absolutely exhausted. But what a great, exciting game. This is the Baker Mayfield we all love, and the hope that it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And it was so awesome to not have to see Mike Evans get every ball. And don't get me wrong, that would have been fine with me too. But to see all these players whose names you didn't hear a whole lot during the season, come up strong, and just to see how deep that roster is was great.
All young guys too, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. All young guys, and Baker playing confident. And one of my easiest won bets yesterday. Did I say it right?
Easy list.
Easy. I said easy list.
Easy list.
One of the easy bets I won yesterday was Baker Mayfield rushing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did that, and he smoked it.
Did you win bets? Because I didn't.
I didn't win on Pittsburgh.
I got to tell you, I had like 26 different bets on the Steelers and didn't win one.
Yeah.
And then I won. What did I win?
I won on Mason Rudolph rushing because I think it was 4 yards.
I broke just under even.
Well, I definitely
Yeah.
wasn't even.
I
but
told you guys though, Buccaneer field goal first drive.
Always.
It hits every week.
So that's what I won.
Yeah.
I put $40 on that
Yep.
and won 170 on that, and then I lost basically everything else. I did go for the over on the Bucs kicker, and then I parlayed it with Mike Evans getting a touchdown. Which
I couldn't believe
he
that
dropped
didn't
the one
happen.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, right in his hand.
a perfect pass.
You
too.
know he's laying in bed right now, still thinking about that.
It's so weird. Like he's good for like one of those every couple weeks.
I know.
It's
I
just
wonder
like,
why that happened.
I don't know.
He even
man.
had them super sticky rubber gloves on.
But then he'll make the crazy grab that in traffic that nobody can make.
That's what Keyshawn used to do. I mean, Mike Evans way more consistent than Keyshawn. But Keyshawn, they throw the ball right to him and he'd miss it. You give it to him where he has to jump up and catch it behind his back. He would do it all the time. It was crazy. Godwin, Evans, Moore, they were all out there. And Kate Otten was the superstar yesterday.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
really
Gronk like.
he's really turning into a stud, man.
Yeah.
You got to give all the credit to Jason Light with that salary cap and all the problems with the money they spent for the Super Bowl years to get to the second round of the playoffs is pretty impressive.
Jason Light made me feel the dumbest I ever felt in my life. So I'm not giving him any credit
I
for
mean,
anything.
he's the mastermind.
I have never been blown off by anyone in my life.
That's
Our
true.
girls have let me down easier than the way Jason Light blew me off at the Bucs game. I will never forget that. Not mad at it. It was just soul crushing. Yeah, he's a nice guy and he's a wonderful, at his job. The fact that he kept all those guys here for that second Brady season and is able to get all those young good players for the future. Yeah, he's a great general manager. Terrible boyfriend. I never want to date him.
Didn't he blow you up at Meat Market too?
No, at Meat Market he was super cool.
Right.
And then when I saw him after that, he was like, we had never met before. And he was almost annoyed that I say hello to him. He was like, yeah, okay. You know why? Because you're like, at first I was like, is he looking at me? Because I think he's looking at me. And now I feel like, and then he gave me like the heads up, like, hey. And I was like, hey. And I walked over and he clearly wasn't talking to me. Yeah, it was really, it hit me right in the soul.
Well, I think he's great.
Galvin.
Yes.
There was a death over the weekend.
Yes.
A celebrity of sorts. A celebrity, like, I guess we would have put him on the death pool, but one that I think touches you and I a little bit more. Did you see who that was?
I think so. Who are you talking about?
Doug from Days of Our Lives.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I knew none of you guys would know who that was, but
sorry, Doug.
Yeah. Doug from Days of Our Lives, who was he was old when I was young, so I don't know how old he was, but I knew Galvin also was a Days of Our Lives fan. We're old enough to remember when Marlena was possessed, but we were way before that. I was there for the Salem Strangler and the Salem Slasher.
Sharon Roman,
do you remember
John Black?
Do you remember when we had the father on from Heroes, the guy who was turned out to be the mastermind guy? And I said to him, Days of Our Lives, Jake Kosacek, were you in fact the Salem Strangler? And he goes, no, I was the Salem Slasher.
Yeah, different.
I forgot about that. Yeah, dude, Days of Our Lives back in the day had a strangler who was killing people, a slasher who was killing people, a mob boss. Then it had twins. It had one guy trapped in the basement while the other guy was out killing people. And
had a guy with a patch on his eye.
Patch. Called Patch. Yeah.
They had Hope, who they changed midway through the thing.
Did they change Hope?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. I think I was out by then.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. They changed Bose.
Yeah, they changed
Bose, who dated Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope was beautiful.
Yeah.
My brother hit me up and I said, Doug died from Days of Our Lives. And he came back with Days of Our Lives reference. And he said, me and somebody were going to go to the funeral. I said, cool, Patch is picking me up on his motorcycle. We'll see you out there. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I put eyes on that show. I'd imagine it's still on TV, but I have no idea. They just show them every day because I never see a soap opera on television.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do they make them anymore?
Well, they had the one guy who was in the Adam Sandler movie. I think he was in Grown Ups, right? The guy who was like the beefcake guy at the swimming pool, and all the wives were looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on one of the Bold and the Beautiful or something like that. But he died.
That was the guy that Alec guy.
Yeah,
the guy who died over the weekend.
Yeah,
he was young, right?
Yeah, because Adam Sandler even put out. He said, one of the nicest guys in this. Yeah, but he had just like a small cameo.
What did he die of? Did it say?
I don't think it gave a cause of death.
Two greats in the soap opera world this weekend we've lost. Amazing.
And somebody else died over the weekend also.
I don't understand how I pick somebody for like 4 years in a row.
Wait, what happened?
And she's fine. And then Gio picks her and she dies.
I'm not even talking about that.
Oh, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about Brian Barshik, the reptile guy. He died yesterday.
Wait,
Oh,
Yeah,
you're a
social
guy
media?
that you
Oh, yeah.
picked up?
That's right.
Oh, you son of
And
a.
he was like 53 or something.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Did you call your shot?
No, I didn't call my shot.
I still
Oh,
argue
man.
against that. I voted
Wow.
against
Did you get first to go points?
Not a celebrity.
Oh,
No.
no.
You got first to go points.
Yeah.
So now as we pick, we don't have to pick old people anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They still die though.
I know.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
Not
the-
all of them.
The 1 year Joe thought he was going to win. He got 6 deaths, and then there's a bonus for
Yeah,
666.
that's
That's like 100 points.
Oh my God.
And but you still lost, but
Yeah.
still.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that painful moment.
Memory lost.
Yeah.
I remember I won.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was a fantastic victory,
Then
Michael.
Tony won, and God damn it, Gio won, and Tony didn't pay him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then we
Not
kicked
cool.
him. Then
You
Mike
ruined
kicked him
it.
out.
Yeah.
By the way, are we ever going to make all the rest of our death pool picks with having to deal with Ian and Tony?
What?
No.
What do you mean?
With how are we going to get them to do it? Because we got to get these in because
Oh, yeah,
people are
yeah.
dying.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we'll just have Carmen text them, and we'll get picks. if
Tony
they can't
texted me like 5 picks at 4:00 in the morning, like last week.
win. Why? Why are you sending them to you?
I have no idea.
You're in the death pool.
Yeah.
I have no
You
idea.
should take his picks.
Now he feels like he has to send everything to Gio.
I guess, yeah. I mean, literally, it was like in the middle of the night. I get a text. I'm like, "What the hell?" Thinking, something's wrong, and it's Tony sending picks.
No, that's not how. He's out. I vote him out.
He's out.
Oh, that's fine.
We tried.
I mean, this is his first year playing though, so we give him the benefit of the doubt, right?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, 4:20 on Thursday, 4:20 a.m. He sent like 5 picks to
Yeah,
me.
he probably thought that we were gonna do picks.
Yeah, why send him to jail?
Who else would he send him to?
I don't know.
Spanish or the
Or
commissioner
you,
of
yeah.
death?
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, he sent him. I don't know.
I mean, maybe he was just giving me some suggestions.
I'd take him if I were
Yeah.
you.
They're great suggestions.
Did you see that stadium in Buffalo and how crazy it was
Yeah,
before
it's
the
wild.
game? I mean, I
During
can't
the
imagine.
game. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true too. I can't imagine. Like they moved that game to Monday because the mayor said it was not safe for the fans, and then at the same time, Kansas City was like, "We don't care about our fans." Look, you see this? Look at the TV. They take a bottle out of the vending machine and it just immediately freezes once it hits the air. That's pretty insane.
Oh, do you see all the beers people were posting?
No,
Oh.
frozen.
Everyone, would go buy a beer, and then by the time they get to their seat, it was like it was
That's
frozen,
amazing
yeah.
to me.
and it was coming out of the top. So everyone was basically wasting $30.
At the same time, you guys don't know what it's like to walk your dog at 10 o'clock at night and sweat. So we're even.
Yeah.
It was all those people so they let them go in there in the day and shovel their seats out and then throw the snow on a ramp and snow it go down to the field. And I thought that has to be more of a liability than letting them in to go watch the game.
Yeah, right.
And they don't have, like, my grandfather did construction, and they built the stadium at Rutgers, and they said they wanted him to build it where if it rained, it had an easy dry system after. And my grandfather was like, "You can play football in this stadium 1 hour after a typhoon." He was so
Yeah.
proud of that. They made it where it had an underground reservoir, and if it rained, it would immediately leave the field and dry the field. So he was happy. So how do they not have a stadium that has like heated floors or something nowhere?
Well, I
Well,
know-
the seats and stuff was the problem.
Yeah.
The field was fine.
Yeah, not the field.
Yeah.
And like you can't, but the people have to go in that.
But when I was watching, they were more concerned about the driving conditions getting to the stadium, not so
Yeah.
much once you get there.
And don't you think that if, like, for an NFL team, if you live in a state that it snows, you should have a roof?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well-
isn't that just a natural concept?
they're getting ready to build a brand new Bills stadium, and it's going to be same thing. It's not going to be a dome. It's going to be outdoors because
Why?
they want grass. They don't want turf.
That's
But
crazy.
they could do like a retractable one.
Yeah, I think they do that in Arizona, but it's Arizona. I think it's tougher in up in
Buffalo?
You-
Yeah.
Listen, it's 2024. If you're telling me you can't grow grass inside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Right.
Why can't you
You
put
know?
Why can't you put a spot on the a section that opens?
Well, like in Arizona, the field like retracts out of the stadium and
Yeah.
they grow the grass outside and it comes back in.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
The field goes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At Arizona, the entire field like is on rollers and it rolls out of the stadium outside to grow the grass,
Oh, I never seen
and then
that.
it comes back into the stadium for the games.
That's
Well, I
insane.
know-
I knew a guy in the 80s that grew pot in his closet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you telling me you can't grow
Yeah.
grass inside?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His name was Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
the
guess
Bills-
that's true.
They treat it as an advantage. They think that making teams come play in the snow and the cold is like an advantage.
Yeah, but yeah, clearly it was over Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Um,
real.
I don't know. I think that they played super well this weekend, and they're going to be a really tough team to beat. I don't know about. I mean, we know Detroit's a tough team, but I don't know now with the way the Bucs are playing. That could be great for us.
Can you believe the Bills have never won a Super Bowl? Never.
Yeah.
Even with we were talking
Been
about this
there
morning with the Jim
for-
Kelly years.
Been there 4 times, never won a Super Bowl.
But their
That's
fan-
wild.
But their fans act as if they won multiple.
I saw a guy last night in the stands holding up a sign that says, "Please win one before I die."
I saw a crazy stat last night. So as successful as Mahomes has been with the Chiefs,
Mm.
this will be his first road playoff game since he's been in the league. Because
Yeah.
they've always been the front runner, and
Yeah.
so he's played every playoff game at home, which is that's crazy.
Which is interesting, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You
yeah.
don't know how he's going to do on the road and all the different stuff, but
But I was like, that can't be right. And then I thought, yeah, that is exactly right.
The NFL putting that game on Peacock exclusively was the greediest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, get ready. They're all going to be on pay-per-view
It was
eventually.
like the
Yeah.
smartest thing I've ever
Oh,
seen.
yeah.
Because their
You'll pay.
ratings were ridiculous, and I'm telling you right now, it had one Taylor Swift, the Taylor Swift factor.
Yeah.
My daughter was so interested in that, what Taylor Swift doing, what Taylor Swift doing. I'm telling you right now, that how many fathers had to order Peacock because their daughters wanted to watch the game. Don't get me wrong, people wanted to watch the game, but I could have lived without it. I could have lived with just seeing the highlights.
Do you
Did
see
you-
one of the players' wife that does the shirts and jackets
Yeah.
and stuff, and she did that jacket that Taylor
Was that a
Swift
player's wife?
Yeah, it was one of the
Oh,
players'
I
wives.
saw the meme. I didn't
Yeah.
know who it was. Yeah, that was
From a
great.
different team, not even on the Chiefs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she knows where the money is.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the whole the video?
Oh yeah,
that was
we're putting
great.
it together.
It was her narrating, saying,
And she had a bunch of other cool stuff too that she did.
"Yeah, saying, you should do this as a hobby. You can't do it as a job. It's not going to go anywhere." And the next thing you see Taylor Swift walking in wearing the jacket. That was really well put together.
Next year, all the games will be pay-per-view.
Yeah, I wonder. 'Cause
They are now.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
got it, so I didn't have to do Peacock or anything, whatever. But could you sign up for the 7-day free trial and get
Yeah.
the game?
I don't even
Did
know.
anybody do that or
That's
no?
a smart thing that they do. Remember, HBO would give you like 3 days free before they
Mhm.
shut it off.
Yeah,
I don't know, but you're already paying for the games now. If I had to pay for the NFL package and then Peacock on top of that, I'd lose my mind.
I think that's what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
I would
Like
I would lose
eventually,
my mind.
playoffs will be pay-per-view events.
Oh, I mean, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, same thing.
You have to pay $80 for the Super Bowl. Easy.
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 Yep.
That'll be a party.
Yeah.
Everybody will just be having.
I guess it was like the game was on locally in Kansas City and Miami. You could watch it.
Okay.
But everywhere else, you had to watch through Peacock.
Yeah,
Not
it's kind of
everywhere else.
crappy.
Yeah.
not everywhere. All right, let's take a break. We'll get the show rolling. It's a great Tuesday here in Tampa. Yes, today is Tuesday. If I'm reminding you for the first time, we've got a packed show today. Coming up at 8:00, the blue-eyed Mexican himself, Shane Torres, is going to call the show. Shane's got a special that Bert produced that is on YouTube. Then in the 9:00 hour, Ask the Dom will be here, and he'll be taking your legal calls. And then after that, I'm just going to let you get. After that, Joey Fatone is going to join us in the program. Joey is doing a tour with AJ McLean. Do you know they're not in the same band? One is in Backstreet Boys, one is in Sync, and they're going out on tour together. It's like watching Superman and I don't know, Wolverine go on tour together. Two guys from two different factions. So we'll talk to him a little bit later on the program. We'll take a break. When we come back, we have Sporkle. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away this week, and we'll do that next on 102.5 The Bone. None of us did well this weekend betting, but we all about I broke even too as I was looking this morning.
I was a little under even.
Little under.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, but hey.
Little under even's a big victory for us.
Yeah. The problem is going into like the first, like the Cowboys game, those first couple games, I was like feeling good, just betting like crazy, and then it all went away.
I thought the Cowboys were going to take everything.
Dude, everybody did.
Yeah,
Everybody did.
they were embarrassed.
I mean,
I
oof.
text Derek before the game from Billy Madison Show. I go, "Hey, buddy, good luck. Dude. This is the year."
He had some great tweets over the
did
weekend.
he?
Yeah. He was like, I'm not looking at my mentions, and like people are saying, "Hey, buddy, sorry." Like, what am I supposed to say and stuff? And,
Did you see all the videos of like the Cowboy fans like ripping their flags
Oh,
off
I
their
don't
believe it.
houses?
I saw
Like,
the regular, guy breaking his TV,
TV.
which is
Yeah.
like it's $100 TV from Walmart.
wow.
Can I tell you? I don't understand Twitter anymore. I can't figure it out. I got a mention the other day. Like I went to my Twitter and then I hit the @ thing and it says mentions, and somebody was like, "I hate Mike Calta and his show sucks and he's terrible." And I went, "What did I do to this guy?" And it came out in 2015. Why am I seeing tweets from
Yeah,
2015?
I don't know.
People are liking them. Bots like old tweets
Yeah.
just to get like, it's weird
Engagement.
because I had one the other day
Well, then
from
like a nice one.
it was from like 2016 or something. I'm like, what is going on? What is
Yeah.
happening here? But I think it's just bots because it's always like a hot girl.
Yeah. You're right. Malika liked
Yeah.
it. You're right. I don't understand it.
The whole
Too-
interface is weird now. They've changed
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
And
it's
what
just-
happened to cleaning up all the bots? It seems like it's worse than ever.
Yeah.
Also, I hate seeing people that I don't follow.
Yeah.
Don't recommend anything to me. If I want to follow them, I'll follow them. I was going through my timeline and I'm like, why in the world am I seeing? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I would want to
Yep.
see this. And then I'm like, I don't follow this person. They just put it in your feed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I think I'm done.
That's the thing. I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. Get on there every once in a while just because I know people still check it. But
I love Twitter.
I mean, I loved it the way it was.
Yeah.
I fought a whole city on Twitter.
Yeah.
I
don't
wish it
mind
was more simple like it used to be. Just
Yeah.
one. Just give me one timeline to scroll through, and that's that.
Yeah. Well, we're old now. All right, we have some stuff to give away, Carmen. What is that stuff?
We do. So we have tickets for WWE Royal Rumble,
Mhm.
Pantera.
Mhm.
Ooh.
That's Emily Arena, right?
With Lamb of
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much, too loud.
Yeah, too scary.
Not my Pantera.
Monster Jam.
So wait a second. When is that Pantera thing?
February 5th.
Oh, okay. Monster Jam.
Monster Jam. Third Eye Blind.
Third Eye
It-
Blind.
Yeah, with a yellow card.
Oh my God! What year is it?
Pat McGann.
Where is Third Eye Blind?
They are at the AMP in
Ah,
July.
Makes sense.
The
Okay.
amphitheater.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Third Eye Blind's like on the Remember Us tour.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Third
Like,
Eye Blind, yellow card in Arizona.
yeah, that's the Remember Us tour.
I thought Yellow Card disbanded, quit.
Lights and Sound, one song.
And then we also have tickets for the Kona Big Wave Bud Light Treasure Cove party. Pew, 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 pew.
For Gasparilla?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can pick and Spanish and I are going to be at Ditton's, which is before the Kona Big Wave party. I don't know. There's a lot-
McDitton.
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 Hell
What are
yeah.
you guys doing at McDitton? Is that Kegs and Eggs?
Kegs and eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Maybe I'll. No, I won't.
Ah.
All right. You'll have your choice of tickets right now if you win as we play a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and accurate scorekeeper. Carmen, whose mic is not on. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today, we will be doing some easy algebra.
Oh.
Algebra's never easy. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Easy. Well, that should tell you something. All right, so I'm going to
out.
ask you these easy algebra questions. You're giving me the answer, okay?
Oh.
First one: 7 times n equals 42.
6.
Galvin.
6.
12 plus x equals 15.
3.
Galvin. Y divided by 5 equals 5.
25. Oh.
Galvin.
Yeah. Okay.
I said
25.
3.
Yes, I was looking for 25. 1 plus y equals 5.
4.
6.
Galvin.
I'm the same thing.
5 minus r equals 2.
3.
Galvin. 27 divided by p equals 3.
9.
Mike. 7 times r equals 14.
7.
2.
Idiot.
2. Mike or Galvin.
What? You were right
Pap.
the first time.
Pap.
Galvin.
Galvin. Thank you. Galvin, so
Mike's working now, isn't it?
y plus 5 equals 22.
18.
17.
17.
Mm.
Spanish. Y times 8 equals 32.
4.
4.
Mike. 36 divided by p equals 12.
3.
Galvin. 2 times z equals 24.
12.
16.
12.
Yep, that makes
Mike.
sense.
17 minus x equals 7.
10.
10.
Geo on the board.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And plus 13 equals 24.
11.
Galvin and Pap, we are halfway there.
Only halfway,
too
Oh, what? Too much.
Yeah.
Gio and Spanish are
down.
both on the board. They have a single solitary point. Michael has 3, and Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 8.
Anybody's game.
Anyone's game. You're right. All right, easy algebra. Here we go. 22 minus x equals 13.
9.
Galvin. N divided by 5 equals 4.
20.
20.
Mike. Z minus 4 equals 7.
3.
11.
11. Galvin. 13 plus M equals 18.
5.
Galvin. 20 minus N equals 5.
15.
Galvin.
You guys playing?
No.
22 divided by X equals 11.
2.
11.
2.
2. Galvin.
2.
Galvin. 3 plus Z equals 21.
18.
18.
I'm just gonna just yell numbers.
Yeah.
Galvin. N.
4.
Sorry. No. We restart. Gio, you're still in this one. That was my
okay.
mistake. Okay. 9. No.
I'm just guessing.
9 minus P equals 4.
5.
Galvin.
Close.
10 times Y equals 120.
Oh.
You son of a bitch.
Everyone
Slow
answer?
rolled it. Yeah.
I was looking for 12.
Yeah. We figured that out.
Okay. 45 divided by M.
9.
5.
5. Gio.
Yeah.
Suck it.
6 times Z equals
6.
48.
7.
5.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Spanish. 23 minus P equals
11.
7.
8.
20. Everybody's
20.
yelling.
23 minus P equals 7.
Is that?
16.
Yeah. All right.
Is what I was looking for. And Pap,
Oh,
we are on
yeah.
the last 3.
I'm gonna get all
Yeah.
through this.
Spanish and Gio both have 2 points. Michael doubling that amount with 4, and Galvin is your leader. He's winning with 15.
15 and times 3.
Close game. All right, easy algebra. Last 3. Here we go. M divided by 8 equals 3.
8. Oh no.
M divided by 8
24.
24.
24.
24.
No.
Galvin
Thank
gets the point.
I got it right.
No,
Yeah.
after 2 other people said
I was
it.
slow, but I got it right.
You don't get a point.
No point. 8 times Y equals 72.
9.
Mike. And your last one. 7 plus Z equals 15.
8.
Mike.
Your final score, both Gio and Spanish had 2 points. Michael had 6, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 16.
That's 18 in a row.
Streak
No.
Slayer.
That's 2 in a row.
Can I just tell you how much the show is filled with integrity? Galvin doubled my score.
Okay.
He took away
There's
my rule.
There is
You
no
didn't have
rule.
There
no
is no
rule.
rule.
I had a rule.
No,
No, you didn't. No one's won 3. You're-
What is
There's-
your rule?
What's the rule?
I totally had the rule.
You 100% didn't
and
have
the
a
rule is what?
Just real quick.
I had a rule.
Everybody's telling you didn't have a rule. You're saying you have a rule. What do you
Everybody
think?
shouted out 8 before, and we were all wrong.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
just
but you don't
telling
ever. Nobody's made a
Yeah.
rule this year.
Thank God, I thought I lost my rule.
Yeah. there
By
has
the
been
way,
no rule.
I would have known that I doubled
Right.
you and taken away your rule.
Oh, Mr. Integrity over here.
Yeah.
Way to go, everybody.
Hey,
What a hero.
Yeah.
If integrity was sleeves, you'd be the best in the world.
I thought I had a rule.
No,
What's that rule you had?
No, I guess I didn't. I
was
don't
it? It
know.
would do Christmas songs.
Maybe it was. Ooh, all right. Well, no rule. No rule. No one of the year totals if nobody's won 3 in a row.
Oh, man. You and Galvin are tied with 4 wins for the year,
Yeah.
and Gio and I have 2.
What's
Or
wrong with
1.
you?
1.
Why do you sound that way?
I lost my voice. think.
What were you doing? Crying this weekend?
No,
Wow.
In
no.
Joe's
Screaming
arms?
into the
No.
void.
Yeah.
Why?
Did you astral project? Your voice didn't make it back with
dude,
you?
I did astral project.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, and I could tell you. It's secret.
Oh,
Fort
somebody's,
Lauderdale?
It's
somebody's spying on someone.
Oh yeah. Any lady friends this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah?
Are you in
Yeah,
I
love?
went out with Mariah.
Are you in love?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you
No,
hung
no,
out
no,
with
no.
the girl
Oh yeah.
who called the show.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was awesome. She's sweet.
Any other girls?
No.
What? Did you go out or did she come over?
No, we went out. She took me downtown Sarasota and we hung out, went to a couple bars. She's up early like we are, so we were in
She
bed
lived
by,
down
like-
that way.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were in bed early.
Oh,
We were in bed.
We were in bed early.
Yeah, we were in bed early.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Is that why you lost your voice?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
were
yeah.
crying as she was trying to do it to you? I'm still in love.
Like this finish?
Yeah.
Yelling into it.
Dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I had a good weekend.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I got a date today. So
What?
I
Today?
know, I
Day
know,
date?
yeah,
Oh,
day date.
different
Day date,
person?
Different person.
Oh,
this guy gets around.
She's
listening.
I know. Is that something
She
you want to?
know. I mean, she knows. She's sure talking to other people.
Oh,
you
no.
know, We're
She's in
adults.
Who's this
No.
one? The new one.
What?
No, I don't. I can't say who the new one is.
Why?
New
Why?
one,
No,
an
I
old
can't.
one?
She's a bartender at a place I
Oh,
went.
day shift.
At
in
where?
Paris.
At
Oh, you're going back
to
to
what?
Cuckoo?
If you shut up for
No.
2 seconds, let them say it. Where is she a
Yeah.
bartender at?
The Cordova.
Oh, all right. Back to you,
Cordova
Carmen. Carmen was right.
Never mind.
I'm
done with today.
No,
Carmen, didn't he just put up a clip where he said, "When do I ever yell at you?"
Yeah, exactly.
off the air. Off the air. Wow.
I
Okay.
do really like Mariah. She's
So then why are you going out with other
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
mean,
a
you blew-
36-year-old man and I could do what I want.
Oh yeah.
He needs to get his seat out.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not like he's
Look-
going to prison next week.
Look
Yeah.
out, ladies.
Yeah, look out.
What? So how do you meet this Cordova chick?
Elliot actually brought me over there and we hung out and
Did he
she's
fly you to the roof with
Yeah,
his drone?
yeah, she's super sweet and I figured why not.
Joe, you upset?
No,
You don't even know what? You didn't even know what I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about.
I
him
was going to say
dating
you're
girls.
upset and I expect you to go upset at what?
Okay, upset of what?
Oh, that
The job you do.
No, he clearly doesn't care about that.
All right. The fact that Spanish has a new best friend.
No, not at all. I like Elliot. He's super cool.
Oh, it's a threesome. You guys are all friends together.
No, we're not friends. Elliot's my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't
wanna-
like Joe.
No, he actually really likes Joe.
Is
who
Elliot
doesn't like Joe?
Is
Calvin.
Elliot help you watching somebody?
Don't worry, Spanish. I got a drone hovering outside our house now.
No, I don't.
She's not even a paralegal.
Yeah,
There is no sister.
no. Yeah.
Hey, so you and your new best friend Elliot
Mhm.
were stretching each other in the park on the weekend.
That's
I saw.
right. Yeah. Oh, dude, no, that was. I went with this other girl, Katie, to do
Oh,
that. Acro
Who's the
yoga.
new girl?
She's just another friend.
You're running the gauntlet. I love it.
I mean, I'm not having sex with all of
Doesn't
them.
matter. I don't know
didn't say you
five.
were.
I don't know 5 people that if I said their name, you guys would be like, "Who?"
Yeah.
I know everybody. I know you guys know.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I'm making new friends now. I'm going out,
Wow.
making new
Making
Who
friends.
are
new
you?
friends in the
Being-
city today.
I'm
Losing
young and
all
I'm
my
36.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a fun time. I met a bunch of new people. My confidence is back. I'm
Did you have a
asking
meeting?
people-
Did you go to a meeting?
What meeting?
I don't
Like
know. So
that.
you said I met a
Sad
bunch of
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad weirdos.
Yeah.
Sad weirdos
No.
that post personal stuff on Instagram.
No.
Did you sit in a circle of folding chairs?
Hi, I'm looking for
No,
Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm sorry, this is sad weirdo.
Yeah,
You're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's 2 doors down.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm a sad weirdo.
Yeah.
Hi, Anthony.
No, we're all very happy for you. Clearly.
Right now, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. They want to help you crush your new goals, your New Year's goals that are happening. Everybody wants to get in shape and do all that stuff. Well, they have their new goals, New Soul sweepstake happening, where they're going to be giving away 10 pairs of shoes every week, all month long. All the brands that you love, Brooks and On Running, UFOS, New Balance, Asics, all those different shoes. They're going to be giving away 10 pair every week, all month long. All you have to do is stop in there, sign up for the New Golds, New Souls sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. You can stop into any of the 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Pelt shoes, get them at Pelts. So, former President Donald Trump easily won the Iowa caucuses Monday night in his first test at securing his party's presidential nomination in 2024. Less than an hour after the caucuses began, the Associated Press called the race for Trump, who had a commanding lead in the Iowa polls for months, so the result did not come as a surprise. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis finished in second place, edging out former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, and providing him with the rationale to remain in the race at least through the next week's primary in New Hampshire. Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy finished a distant fourth and announced that he was ending his campaign.
I mean, I like a little outsider. I like a little Ramaswamy salami in there, but I wasn't voting for him though. But I like seeing him around. I like hearing him talk.
He's a smart guy for sure.
Yeah.
While Trump is the clear favorite to win the Republican nomination, a Haley or DeSantis victory in the Granite State still has a chance to upend the contest.
Well, I don't think anybody is going to. I mean, so we look at it right now. It's logical. It's what everybody expected to be. Trump wins. Trump goes against Biden. Trump beats Biden, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
I don't know either.
Last time,
I don't even know.
But you know what? I think there's a lot of people. The last time they were like, well, you know, and they voted for Biden. Now they're just fed up.
And
Yeah,
now they're
for
looking at
sure.
their 401k and they're like,
Yeah.
And every other thing that really that is not the president's fault. The gas prices, well, and you know, if once Trump gets back, immediately start using our oil and doing all that stuff that the environmentalists don't like. So it's definitely going to have some sort of impact. And then right away, everybody's going to be like, yay, Trump. Then all of a sudden, we're going to be at war with China. I don't know. I don't really have any idea what's going on, who I'm going to vote for at this point. I'm just being completely honest. I'm thinking as an average American, not a guy who's telling you what to do. And I really don't know. I mean, you know, I like Trump. I do. He makes me laugh, and it's great. I don't know if I want to be my president again, though. But I do like somebody like him, though. And then I definitely am telling you right now, there's no way in the world I'm voting for Joe Biden. So if it comes down to the two of them, I either for Trump or I don't vote.
But I know that a couple companies that are investing in Trump and his campaign right now are big on nuclear technology, which that excites me very much.
Yeah, which we should be doing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Everybody goes back to Chernobyl and all this stuff, and it's like, okay, well,
Old
we've come a
technology,
long way. You know what I mean?
China literally just did a press release about they have microchips that are nuclear powered now, and other companies, like I was saying a couple weeks ago, other companies like Bentley they're working on mini nuclear reactors.
It seems like it makes the most sense if you do a little bit of research on it. It seems like it makes the most sense, and it's not like the old school stuff.
Definitely not.
I know the DeSantis campaign is spinning this loss as election interference.
Well, I have that here.
That works for everybody.
Governor Ron DeSantis lashed out at the media Monday after networks declared former President Donald Trump the winner before some caucus sites had started voting. Saying, quote, "It's absolutely outrageous that the media would participate in election interference by calling the race before tens of thousands of Iowans even had a chance to vote," said DeSantis spokesperson Andrew Romeo. "The media is in the tank for Trump, and this is the most egregious example yet."
The media has never been for Trump.
Yeah.
And the other thing,
now?
the other thing is that you know, if you watch that, what was that newsroom with Jeff? What's his face? Jeff Daniels, or any of these other shows or documentaries about elections, they sit on that information and the percentage points and what they have and the calculations of how many people go. You could have easily called that. You could have. They were calling it for months. You knew what was going to happen. So all they needed was a certain amount of people to have made it out there to the caucus to vote before they were like, okay, Trump's got it. So it's not like they were just all pushing it towards Trump. But it does absolutely affect things in the way of, if you go for months of telling people Trump's going to win and he's got to, so why bother to go out in the snow and voting if I'm already, you know, it does have influence, but not in the way this guy's saying.
So have you ever wondered, while this is all going on, these people that are running for president, what our current president is doing?
Oh, I mean,
Eating ice cream?
watching football.
Someone tried to swat the president.
Oh, yeah, so-
A significant number of emergency personnel responded to the White House yesterday morning after a 911 call falsely claimed that there was a fire and someone was trapped inside. President Biden spent the weekend at Camp David and was not even there.
How can you swat the like? Don't people
because
know?
You
Like,
think?
you intercept it, so it seems like it's coming from the White House.
yeah.
So if you get a phone call or an emergency from what you think is the White House, of course you're going to respond.
Like in my mind, the White House doesn't call 911. They're the White House. They have
Yeah.
their own everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut down everything.
yeah, imagine how bad it is if they have to now reach out, because you're right. They probably have their own fire department. They probably have their own,
Everything.
definitely have their own security. I went there one time to the White House, and to go the security to get just near the building, like I look at it from the street and the fence, and I go, it's right there. But then when you try to get into it,
Oh,
you got to go
yeah.
up the driveway, through the tent, through the metal detector, through the scanner, sign your paperwork. You have to have a congressman get you in. It was pretty.
Armed guards out
Oh,
on the
everywhere.
roof and
Machine
everywhere.
guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still people that jump the fence and
Yeah.
make it to the Rose Garden.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, now the fence now is even higher than it used to be.
I would just love to know, just like before you die, if they go, okay, you're gonna die Tuesday, what would you like to know? I'd be like, ooh, tell me about the secrets of the White House, or tell me about Air Force One. Like, I just want to know some of the good, fun stuff.
Are there missiles under the Rose Garden?
Yeah,
Baker Mayfield had just the fourth 300-yard passing game in Tampa Bay playoff history. Tom Brady has the other three, one in each of the past three postseasons. Mayfield's 337 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns led the Bucs to a 32-9 win over the Eagles. Tampa Bay, who is now 10-8, advances to the divisional round, where they will play the Lions in Detroit on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Eagles fans. I'm not talking about people who moved here from Philadelphia that live here and still appreciate their home team. I'm talking about you jagoffs who spent your mortgage money this month to hop on a Spirit Airlines flight down here from Atlantic City to come see the game. Suck it on your way
Oh
home.
my
You
god.
suck
Yeah.
it on your way home and coach, buddy. Because if you came here all the way from Philadelphia just to spit on our fans and cheer for the Eagles, and now you have to go home today all sad and loser.
You're probably going to lose your coach.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
people are doubting Jalen Hurts. It's a mess in Philadelphia.
Speaking of sad, did you see Jerry Jones after the Cowboys
Oh,
lost?
yeah. Listen,
I mean, he was devastated. I mean, that was such a devastating loss. I almost was sad for him.
I mean, the dude is 81 years old. At this point, he has to start thinking like, I'm never going to see this happen.
Yeah. Yeah, if he couldn't get it now, if he
No.
couldn't get past that game now.
When I saw that clip, his lip is shivering so bad and his eyes are watering and stuff that I thought somebody did a
I thought it was
AI
fake.
thing,
Yeah.
a deep fake, whatever, and was having a fake cry thing, whatever. But that was real. I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
Thought it was his year.
You know,
Yeah,
can
I
I tell you
mean,
something weird
listen,
about this?
you're putting that's your entire life and all your money and all your thought power and everything to getting into there, and it doesn't happen. Yeah, that's gonna make you sad.
Scott Stapp was dating a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. This is 20 years ago.
Oh,
Maybe more. And he used to go to the games on Sunday, but him and Jerry Jones became buddies, and they would sit in the suite together. And he said that they would party after the game, and all these like hot chicks, I say hookers, but I don't know if they were paid hookers, just hookers quote, would come in, and he said it was weird because Jerry Jones would be there with his sons, and they were all married, and you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
to see your dad with a hooker, and then the sons who were married with hookers, and I don't mean paid women. I don't know that they were necessarily paid, but just to see those sluts roll in, yeah, it must be a fun ass life. That must
For
be great,
real,
but I don't know
yeah.
how much of a core family values they have there.
Probably not many.
I don't think that's working.
What was that Creed played whenever they had that aerial guy and stuff? Because
No,
Snap was wearing a Cowboys jersey, right?
I think it was like a playoff game or
Was it
something.
playoff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't the Super Bowl.
That's still one of the wildest ones.
Oh, yeah.
That guy that was doing all the stuff. I was like, what is happening here?
What a meltdown.
Hey, Booze Hounds.
Stab with the Cowboys.
Hey, Booze Hounds, bad news. Uber is shutting down its alcohol delivery app, Drizzly.
Oh, Joe.
Drizzly Joe.
I'm very upset by this.
Yeah, just 3 years after acquiring it for $1.1 billion.
Billion.
Yeah, buoyed by the pandemic era at-home delivery boom, Drizzly had grown to become the largest online marketplace for alcohol in North America. but it will officially shut down at the end of March 24, according to Uber. The alcohol delivery service operated as a standalone app, and its marketplace was to be integrated into Uber's delivery app, Uber Eats. So it's basically just
taking out the competition.
Yeah. And you can, I was going to say, you can order liquor and stuff like that from Uber Eats anyway. So
I, for a second, contemplated on my wife was like, we need packing tape and da-da-da for this, whatever. And I go, I don't want to go. You want to Uber it? And then I go, it's going to be like $84 for a thing of tape. I go, I'm not doing that. Just next time you go by the store, go get it.
I had to take my son. My son for Christmas. We got him this cool thing. You ever see the headliner in his car is all like starlights now, and they have like shooting stars. It's pretty cool. If I was a kid, I'd want that, you know. So we had to take it over there to get it done, and the guy was doing it in Brandon, and it was ready yesterday. But the problem is the guy's had Joey's car for so long, the battery is dead. So he's down. It says he has 0 miles left, and the supercharger for Tesla was 1.2 miles away. So I had to drive him there, get in the car. It was moving. So we rolled it out into Brandon Boulevard, and he went, and I went behind him, and we were just sweating it the whole time. And he's like, I can't go faster than like 40. And we're freaking out. Rolled right up to the charger. Tesla chargers in the parking lot of this like kind of mallish type area. Hooked it up, and we went to go get lunch. By the time we sat down to eat our food, he was already 47% charged. Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to tell you that if they put more of those things around, and because I was trying to think of how inconvenient that would be, but because he went to Orlando with his not girlfriend yesterday, and they had to take her car probably because he didn't want to die out there. So if you just have them and make them convenient to charge everywhere, I think that's
never going to happen.
There's like that Wawa off of 4 that has like a whole parking lot full of
that was
chargers.
where we were trying to get to the Wawa, but we couldn't get there. And then there was, thankfully, they had Tesla superchargers right across from the Brandon Town Center. So,
well, there's two problems. One is they want to have all electric cars, which you're never going to be able to do because you're not going to have enough stations to be able to do it. They're going to have to be building them like crazy.
They don't have enough
and
lithium.
they don't. That's the other thing is they don't have the power to do it.
But I saw a test one that they did when they figure out how to electrify. When you're able to get the electricity through the roads as you're driving, that's going to be the way to go.
Yeah, or do something where they make it kinetic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why they don't do that.
Big oil will never let it happen.
I'm still out. I still don't want an electric car.
Well, I think a hybrid makes sense. Makes sense, but
don't the also like the batteries eventually go bad and you have to replace
and they
them.
blow up.
Well, that's the thing is they're not they go bad, and if air oxygen gets in, that's why they're sealed. They explode.
Carmen, why are you so against it?
Well, because one, that it's just another way that they can control us. The self-driving. I mean, you know what I mean? Like they
take over your car.
They get. Yeah. Did you see the thing about
you will come for a booty call?
Well, no, about like the Ford electric car that they have now. If you miss a payment, the car will drive away from your house and go to a dealership and drive to the closest dealership. If you're late for a payment, your car will literally drive out of your driveway.
Awesome. I mean, awesome if it's your money that you're
for Ford,
for Ford,
you know what I mean. So that and then on top of that, did you see the Tesla that caught on fire and they had to put it in a river and the fire refused to go out for like 24 days?
The cars catch fire. That happens every once in a while.
Yeah, but they can at least put it out. This was This was a firefighter saying that they like their machines to put out car fires don't work because the flames burn so hot that they're not able to put them out.
What if you go out to leave and your car is gone and you're like, where is my car? And it drove itself to the dealership because you were late on your payment. If it wasn't for my wife, I'd be late on everything just because I forget about it.
Right.
I'm like, God damn it, my car's gone again. That's like better than getting it booted or getting it towed away. You're like, damn it, my car drove away. But all you have to do is block it in.
No, but then it won't let you start it.
Yeah.
It won't let you turn it on. And then on top of that, now you have to pay a late fee and you have to go Uber to get your car. I don't know. I'm against it.
I get you. It's great though. I mean, if I'm the dealership, I think that's great. I mean, how many times do they send people out in the middle of the night to go find a car and steal it back because people don't pay for it?
But now you're taking away jobs.
Yeah.
By whom?
The tow truck drivers.
Yeah, the tow truck drivers, the repo guys.
Yeah.
That's now that job is obsolete.
Plus, by 2026, all the cars are gonna have that kill switch anyways.
Yeah.
Listen,
By the way, when I was younger, I bought a new car and I had it repoed. And you know why I had it repoed? Exactly what you said. I just forgot to do the
Yeah.
payment.
Yeah.
Like I was so behind. So yeah, I gotta get stamps and I gotta write out a check and do all that. Like I literally had the money and didn't pay it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, pay it next time, whatever. So the guy winds up coming out and was hooking up my car and stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? And I knew it was happening. I got to tell you, the guy, because normally like the tow guys or repo guys, they're kind of jerks. They deal with a lot of, people that are scumbags and stuff. And the guy was like, listen, I can give you like 5 minutes to get your stuff out and stuff. And I was like, all right, thanks. And he pulled out all my CDs and everything that I had in there. And I was like, bye, Ford Focus.
I love watching that guy who's got that remote control thing where he just
I was
hooks
gonna
the
mention
car.
that.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
He does it. He gets the car gone in like 10 seconds.
It's great. He didn't even get out. He
No.
just drops
Yeah.
it, slides it under, and takes it.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
now
no,
with your Tesla, he's out of a job.
there's no sense in trying to fight the repo guy, the payments and stuff. When I worked at the nightclub, a girl came out and she's like, somebody stole my car. And I go, no, it was repoed. I watched them.
That
She was
guy, the towing guy on social media.
Yeah.
You ever see the one where he tows the guy and the guy's wearing his shirt?
No.
He's
Oh.
got like shirts, and the guy's like, "I got your shirt." He goes, "Oh
Yeah.
man, you do." Sorry, takes his car.
I saw the one where the guy starts running, chasing the car down the street,
Oh.
and he just starts
Yeah.
speeding up.
Like Terminator
So
2.
good.
What's he
Yeah.
gonna do?
Just like,
I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good.
And it is a local one.
Ooh.
42-year-old woman in Clearwater, Florida, named Jessica Beatty, was caught trying to defraud a court order drug screening by using pee that somehow she collected from her aunt's dog.
Oh.
It sounds like she
oh.
was
Come here,
caught.
Scruffy.
She was caught before the pee, with the pee before submitting it. She then admitted that it was her aunt's dog's urine. She also provided a valid sample, which was probably not clean. We don't know about that. But Jessica was charged with urine testing, fraudulent practices during the. By the way, the drug test can easily tell that it's not human pee. Yeah, immediately they're like, "This isn't human pee."
A buddy of mine told me.
So she is 42 years old from Clearwater. Her name is Jessica Beatty. She was putting dog pee in for her drug screening she had to do. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Did you know that Spanish met her before
No.
at the Sad Weirdos meeting? I say she is hot. 42 years old. Still
Clearwater.
doing the cocaine.
Yeah.
I say she's hot.
All right, Gio, what do you got?
Probably works
Yeah.
at Hooters.
The dog pee thing, that is weird. I want to say not hot, but 42 on drugs, partying. She's hot.
Yeah. All right, Spanish. What do you got?
Oh wait, we didn't take into consideration that maybe it was meth that she was hiding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not hot. I'm going not hot.
You say not hot.
Not hot.
All right, Carmen. What do you think?
42 and drugs usually equal not hot.
Yeah.
She is rough.
Can I change?
You want to change?
I want to go not hot. Yeah, 42. She probably looks like 62.
Yeah, I don't want to change, but I think you're probably right too. I'm gonna stick it out though that she's the last of the hot Clearwater original Hooters chicks.
All right,
Yeah.
Mike says hot. Everybody else
Oh wait, I
says.
changed it. She worked at the Wing House on
Okay.
Ulmerton.
Everybody else says not hot. Show Jessica.
Not
Not
hot.
Not hot.
Not
Not
hot.
hot.
No.
You don't have a rule. She's not hot. Two things we learned.
I have
today.
to tell you though, not horrendous.
No, not
No.
horrendous, but
I know it's
definitely
not the game is not called not horrendous. It's
Yeah.
hot or
Yeah.
not.
Like she made poor decisions. Like if she would kept her hair and did her makeup, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Like when
there's-
she worked at the Wing House on Ulmerton, she was
Yeah.
probably attractive.
but
Yeah.
now she just doesn't care.
I don't know if that's a bad angle or if she's like has a receding hairline
Yeah.
because that looks pretty rough.
It looks like she shaved it.
Yeah,
Can I tell you the saddest thing is I get my hair cut at Great Clips, which is
that
the
is
same.
sad. No,
Wait, do you want to come with me to the sad weirdos meeting? We can talk about it there.
No, that wasn't the sad part, you jerks. I usually go to a barber shop, and then my barber stopped shopping. I don't know what he wasn't there. And then I went to like a Sports Clips, and it's okay. But I finally found a place, Great Clips. There's 2 locations, both near me. So I go to the one that has the smallest wait time. It takes 2 seconds. They shave the sides, they trim the top, and I'm done. Nothing is sadder to me than when I see a woman in Great Clips getting her hair cut. I want to be like,
And
here's
it's usually-
$100. Go to the beautician, as my grandmother would
Yeah.
say.
it's usually a lady that like 60 something,
Yeah.
and she has short hair,
Yeah.
and you're like,
No, you need
But that's
the
conditioning
thing, like,
treatment.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it, because those women, like my grandma's both of them, they used to go to the beauty shop once a week.
Yeah.
And that's $100 for each of them.
Yeah,
between their hair.
I feel like a
and,
grandchild should pay that for your grandmother when they're like my grandmother want to go to the beautician once a week, right? You should pay for it.
Yeah, but a lot of these ladies that are in great clips that are getting their hair cut short like that, whatever, I feel like they don't have grandchildren, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They have cats instead.
Maybe.
Sometimes some of the prices that you hear that
It's
women
ridiculous.
pay for their hair is
Crazy.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but I just feel bad for sometimes I'll see a lot of times it's kids getting their hair cut and then the mother's like, all right, then I'll take a trim out. Like, oh, you can't go here, you can't. And don't get me wrong, they do a good job. It's not like I'm bashing Great Clips. Just that I feel like a woman should be getting her hair done not at Great Clips.
Yeah, listen, I will say, like, as a woman, like, for your color and extensions and anything like that, yes, go to someone that specializes in that.
Right.
Like my girl Paige, she's amazing.
She
But,
is
like,
amazing.
Yeah, but if I was just to go get a trim and I didn't have time to go over there, I would go to Great Clips. You know what I mean? Just for a little quick snip on the bottom.
She's amazing with those puffy lips and that neck tattoo. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I just feel I feel like they deserve more.
I've been going to that barber shop right next to the radio station for 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Casablanca.
Well, not anymore, right?
No, yeah. I drive to St. Pete just to go.
Stop it.
I've had the same guy. His name is Mo. He's been there. He's the owner, and he's the only person that's cut my
If
hair.
you find a
for
guy you like, you
decade.
stay there. Like Kenny, I don't know where Kenny went. Kenny the barber in Land O'Lakes. During COVID, they shut down, and because they couldn't do it. I used to have to sneak in to get a haircut. I remember my father was like, anybody that'll give me a haircut? I got a guy. But I don't know. Then afterwards, I don't know what they're doing. I went there and they weren't there, and now
I get it.
I'm at Great Clips.
I had a groomer for my dogs,
Yeah.
Cowboy and Carlos. Amazing. I want to say his name was Ethan, but he was amazing. And then just one day up and left the store and he wasn't there anymore. And
Yeah.
then I'm like looking for him.
Carmen, who do you have to wash your dogs?
So that's what we do with the groomer.
Okay.
And so we do the groomer twice a year. We do it in the summer and get them that nice like clean shave. And then we'll do it one other time just to do like the whole package. And then the rest of the time that we do it.
There's a place over here across from Prime Butcher that you bring your dog and you can wash your dog yourself
Yeah.
there.
So there's a place down the street from us off of Florida. It's called Healthy Mutt. They have like 3 stations like that, but they also have a groomer inside if you want to do like the whole nail stuff. But they have like bathtubs where you can give your dogs baths.
Yeah, that's when they want to scrub down my dog.
Yeah.
At Healthy Mutt, you can't walk, 30 steps to Capriati's.
Oh,
Yeah, true.
Because the place Mike's talking about is right next to Capriati's.
that's right. It really is.
Listen, Healthy Mutt is connected to like a brewery. So
Boo.
you can get drunk and wash your dog, Gio. I think mine's more of your Ellie.
What are we at the second week of January, third week? What's today's date?
Third week, the 16th.
I have not cheated on my diet.
Oh,
one time.
nice.
I thought you were going to say your wife. I was like,
No, I cheated on my
what?
wife twice.
Second
I
date.
haven't cheated on my diet yet. Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was actually banging somebody at midnight. No, I have not cheated on my diet at all. And I went to my brother's house on Sunday, and I love the fact that my brother is bored and rich. He just ordered like all this seafood. It was like better than Christmas Eve at his house. I was like, this is great. Then when I left, he's like, you want to take it home? I go, yeah, pack it all up. I'm taking it all home with me.
I watched a movie this weekend that made me think of you, Mike.
Oh, what was it? 9.5 weeks?
No, it was Dinner of the Seven Fishes or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was on Feast of the Seven
Mm-hmm.
Fishes. Yeah, it was on Netflix. I was about to leave, so it came up in my recommendations. I was like, "Oh, watch this," and it was just a bunch of Italians cooking and frying fish and this and that. And I was like, "Oh, I miss Mike
Oh,
and his family
see?
and dinner."
You were
Yeah,
like, I miss Mike so much. I'm not gonna go to his house like I said I was on Monday.
I didn't want to get you sick.
We were gonna make out.
Yes, always.
I watched Napoleon over the
Oh, was
weekend.
How is it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard everybody
I
saying.
like Ridley Scott
Damn.
and I like Joaquin Phoenix, and it was all right.
Here's
You're not going to go away from it going, oh my God, great movie, whatever. But it was all right.
It looked really good in the trailers, but all
Yeah.
the reviews were kind of,
Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and the Flower Desert Moonchild movie with the Scorsese. I can't bring myself to watch any of them because I don't have 12 hours to
Yeah.
set out in my lifetime to watch the whole movie.
I saw all 3.
Yeah, I don't.
All
I
of
don't-
them. All right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I liked Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
it was longer than
it
it
was all right.
needed to be, but
It was all
yeah.
right, and it had weird sex scenes for no reason.
Yeah.
And there was a few other things, but it was just all right.
Yeah.
There has not been a movie in a long time where I was like, that was a really good movie.
You want
Did it-
a really good endorsement, which you probably already know about, but New season of Reacher has been fantastic.
Oh yeah, I want to get back.
Have you
on
watched
that.
it?
Yeah, but that it's just I know it's a TV
It's
show.
exactly what you want.
Yeah.
It's a what?
It's exactly what you want.
It's
a
a
giant guy
TV
that kills
show.
everybody.
Okay.
Right, but it's also a giant guy that everyone's first thought is, hey, I'm gonna fight this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what world are you living in where you're like, hey, I should try and fight this guy?
But don't worry, when you fight that guy, know that he's gonna go, you've made a bad mistake, buddy,
Yeah.
before he beats you up.
Yeah.
It's the absolute best. It's 80s garbage TV shows all wrapped into one movie. And can you imagine if you opened up a business and found 2 dead bodies there when you woke up? It would make national news. In this place, you're just killing everyone. There's 52 people dead in a shootout. Nobody ever talks about it. It doesn't make the news or anything.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Did
I love
anyone-
it though.
Did anyone see the new Mean Girls?
No,
Mike?
Is it
I
good?
I don't know. No, I
Oh,
haven't seen
no.
it. I was hoping that you would go see it so
My
I could go
daughter
off of
had
your
it.
recommendation.
My daughter went to Discovery Cove, where you swim with the dolphins on the coldest weekend of the year. So I can't go without her. Or I just look like a creep. So I had to wait for her to come back.
Is
do
it in
that.
the theater?
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Oh, I thought it was in theater.
No,
I don't
it's
know,
not
is
on
it?
Netflix. It's not on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just in theaters. right
Yeah.
now. And it's a sing along, so I can't go there and sing along by myself. You see, I stole Tom's kids yesterday.
Did you keep him?
Well, I tried. Tom, with knee surgery, was at my house chucking sod on my driveway that my son destroyed because my wife doesn't know how to park in the driveway. He A1 sod. I got to give some love to A1 sod. I wasn't here for it, but the lady drove the sod over in her car, not in a truck. Tom was like, "I'll go pick it up." They actually brought over. He goes, "She brought over in our personal vehicle." So thank you to A1 sod for doing that. But Tom laid the sod down yesterday, and he brought his 2 cute ones here, and I took him to Starbucks. And I got to be honest, 5 minutes into the ride at Starbucks, I was like, "Thank God I didn't adopt these kids." I was going crazy.
Couple things. One, the little fence is already down a little bit. Yeah.
Who hit it?
I don't know. Whenever I pulled in, there was already the 2 of them laying on the ground.
Joey's girlfriend.
And then the other thing is, I feel like we should all just pitch in and get you pavers so you can have like a U-shaped driveway.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I feel like that's never gonna take.
So no, well, I'm gonna do the papers. I actually had somebody come out and give me an estimate on Friday. It's just that I didn't want it to be a dirt pit until we actually have it done.
Yeah.
So I just put the little fence up there just because it's gonna take a couple of days for it to stick to the ground, the roots and stuff. So I was trying to keep people off it. But Jesus, it's falling already. Unbelievable. You people.
There is a poll where someone asked, for every year you remove from your life, you get $500,000. How many years would you give up?
30.
No.
No.
What?
Jesus.
What? How long are you
You
living?
hate yourself.
Huh?
How long are you living?
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You could say 3 years and be dead because you're only going to live 3 more years. You know what I mean?
Well, death isn't real anyway.
Oh,
so,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
yeah.
Save it for the weirdo, sad
Yeah.
weirdo meeting.
All right.
So $500,000 per year. How many years you taking off?
2.
2.
Two.
So you get $1 million
Cool
now.
million cash. Yes.
What if you only had 2 more years to live, though? That's the problem. You don't know.
I wouldn't do it.
You could sign the contract, go, okay, 2, and then you sign. And then as soon as you hit the last letter,
But I get the money no matter what.
no, because you're dead.
Well, you get your family would get it.
Yeah,
No,
nope.
they don't get
I,
it.
No.
I
It's not
take it-
lotto.
I take
Nope.
it back.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, I meant
I don't like your game.
No, but you could live to be 90, and at 88 you die, but you had $1 million right now. So who knows?
10 years.
I wouldn't do any.
Oh, I take
Yeah.
10.
I wouldn't do any.
2 years off.
10,
Just
yeah.
I would take it. Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, I wouldn't take any.
Nah,
Yeah,
Because you're old.
it's because I'm rich.
you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
No, I would-
youngest one.
I really, it's. I
You're
mean, if
still
you
old.
told me I was going to live to be 90 and I'd get $1 million and live to be 88, I don't know. I mean, I would do that if I knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also you're 88, and what if you're spry 88 and you're totally fine? You're
Yeah,
like,
but wait a second.
But you knew it was only 2 more years.
Yeah, but
at
they
that
got
point.
they got drugs now. They can keep you longer.
yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know how the end of your life is going to be. For all you know, you'd be like, thank God it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could be like, hey, I feel great. Why I never should have signed that deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one for sure. 500,000 is a good amount
Yeah,
too
it
for
is.
the year because you're like, oh, I don't know. Because you think right immediately, you go 2 years, that's $1 million.
Yeah.
I say none. I say none.
We've lived longer than we will live.
You don't
Yeah.
know that.
You.
100% know
Just
that.
you.
Yeah.
I
Nobody
don't.
here.
Let me see. I'm 52. I might live to 104.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, that's so sad to think about.
But I mean, think about advances in science and
Yeah.
technology and everything. You really never know. more than likely, you're right on that.
How old's your dad?
My dad is 92.
See, Galvin probably has the best chance, just hereditary.
Yeah, Galvin's dad 92 with the body and mind of a 60-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, so Galvin, it's definitely in his family.
Don't talk about my dad's body.
Spanish brought it up at the Sad Weirdos meeting.
Speaking of different science stuff, whatever, science is attempting to explain why men take longer to go number 2 than women.
Free time. It's our freedom from getting away from everybody.
There are a few biological possibilities, but it may also be that women are more likely to experience a social stigma of pooping around others.
That's what I said. I said
you go
that.
fast all the time so that they don't know. Guys don't know you're blowing it up in there.
Yeah, you train yourself that way. No matter where you are, no one knows.
Yeah, plus guys do. We just like to go in there, and that's our alone time, and
Damn right.
scroll through the phone and do whatever you're doing, and
See, it's not comfortable. I rather sit on the couch, not doing that, but scrolling on the phone. I rather sit on the couch and scroll on my phone.
I got a squatty potty. It's very comfortable.
That scene in This Is 40 where Paul Rudd's in the bathroom on his iPad, and she comes. What are you doing in here?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
flushing as I go.
He was playing Words with Friends. Yeah.
It's like, you've been up here a long time.
Does anybody have a secret that they haven't told anybody?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna say they haven't told anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have.
Yeah.
You want to feel better? A study found it's better for your mental health to confide in someone and fess up instead of judging you. There's a good chance they'll respect you for trusting them and letting yourself be vulnerable.
Let's do it. Everyone tell a secret.
What if it's just a secret though? It's not necessarily something that I got it. Like, what if somebody finds out? It's just like I just don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time I had a secret about getting molested as a child, and I told it, and it backfired on me, and everybody turned it around and made me the bad guy. I remember that.
I assume everybody has a secret they would never say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I could think of like 5 things right now. It's not bad, but I'm not gonna tell you about it.
Why not?
I don't know, because it's my own business.
I mean, you don't think it's bad, but
it could be
right. You may think it's bad, you may think it's good, but it's none of your business. Like that's the only reason why I'm saying. Like I don't know. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, everybody's got secrets.
Yeah, okay, I killed him. Okay.
Wait.
We all knew that.
No, I don't have any of that. I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those where like if somebody finds out, like nothing like that.
I feel like Joe's got the most because he's 1,000 years old.
That's not true.
Yeah,
I'm a very honest person.
He's racked up a lot.
You know what I mean?
That's the other thing. I think we're so honest on this show. It's hard to think that what could we possibly be hiding?
A lot.
Yeah, I'm not talking about secrets from my wife. I'm talking about secrets from you guys.
Yeah,
I'm talking about all kinds of stuff.
Gio has a lot of secrets
for sure. You can see
skeletons.
It's the sadness behind his eyes.
I'm not going to deny that at all. I agree. I agree with everything you just said.
Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking of things, not necessarily secrets.
Yeah.
You know,
on the weekends, I drive up to the villages and pretend like I'm the grandson of people.
Dude, that's messed up.
What color? What color loofah?
On the weekends, I walk dogs to SPCA. Oh wait, that's Calvin. I still am blown away by it. Every weekend when I see a video of that, I'm like,
I think it's AI. He's not really there.
Yeah.
Those are deep fakes.
I could put a dog in my picture too.
Did you guys see Axel this weekend? By the way, he was already adopted. Did you see Axel?
I don't remember.
Oh, the one that was a cuteness overload.
Oh no, I didn't.
He was so little. I wanted to take a picture of him next to my shoe just to have for scale. He was like a big dog that they hit with a ray gun and shrunk him down. He was just like, it was a really cool dog.
A buddy of mine, I don't know if he wants me to say, so you know him. He's got a Pomsky.
Mm-hmm. Pomskys, yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if we can. I go, we'll take that Pomsky in a second.
Oh,
my daughter will be the happiest.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, he said he goes, a very expensive dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Pomeranian and a Husky mix. It looks like a tiny Husky.
Oh,
yeah.
Not fair.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable.
Pretty cute,
oh my God, you know what I saw the other day? It was one of those videos where here's how it all started. My dad met my mom, this and that, and the dad was a Rottweiler and the mom was a Basset Hound, and then it was a Bassettler or something, whatever. It looked like a Rottweiler except for short with long ears. It was unbelievable. You probably shouldn't mate those two, but it was a really cute looking dog. Joyce Randolph, who played Trixie Norton. Trixie. On the classic sitcom, The Honeymooners, when is the last surviving member of the cast. She died Saturday in New York City. She was 99 years old, and Gio's getting points.
Unbelievable. You didn't even know she was before I took her all
Damn
those
it.
years.
Of course I
No,
do.
you did
Come
not. She
on.
wasn't in your radar.
Famous
Actress from what?
From stuff.
What's her main show?
The Honeymooners.
Okay, I didn't know if you were paying attention. And Trixie was married to who?
She was married to, I don't know.
Oh my God. I didn't even know the Honeymooners.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm younger than you.
The Honeymooners were old before I was born.
Gio gets 61 points because first to go in her age and all that stuff. So congratulations to Gio, who is last year's champion, is off with a good start
The
for
race
this
is
one
on.
for sure.
Definitely gonna win again.
Nah, what?
Back to back.
I was in the lead most of last year and never thought I was going to win to the
I'll
end.
pay you 100 now instead of 200.
Well, Spanish got points too.
Yes.
He did. Brian Barczak, the globally known reptile enthusiast with millions of fans across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, died from a snake? Nope. Pancreatic cancer after spending 10 days in hospice. He was 54. He was first diagnosed in February of 2023.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was pretty quick, man.
Go get checked out,
it was
man.
less than a year. Yeah.
Get that scan. Get the
Yeah.
lifeguard scan.
For
Thank you,
sure.
Brian.
So Spanish, you get points for that. I will let Randy Allen know so
Hell
he can
yeah.
put that up on your thing. But good for you guys.
So you'll be in the lead, I think.
I don't-
60-something points.
I guess, yeah. So I'll have to enjoy it.
50
while I have
something,
it.
and then
that'd be 46, and then original pick was
25.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you would take the lead probably.
Oh, yeah.
look at you.
So we'll see how that goes. We really got to get the rest of our picks
Yeah.
in
If
because a
you
lot of
guys
people
want
are
to
dying.
pay me $150 now instead of waiting to the end,
No.
Ooh, what about instead I just punch you in the stomach?
Yeah. And take 2 years off your life.
yeah. All right,
Hey,
that's cool.
so MegaCon is coming to Orlando
Yeah.
first weekend in February. First of all, I'm so glad that I almost went and bought the Mac Daddy VIP package because my daughter likes Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And the kid with the teeth and the
Oh,
other kid
yeah.
is going to be there.
Dustin.
And I went, I'm not even going to tell her. I'm just going to take her and surprise her. And then I was in my office. I was looking around. I was like, I don't know if there's but I brought her in and she goes, yeah, I don't watch Stranger Things. And when I went, thank God I didn't do it. But the thing that they have that I'm not going to do it, but I really want to do it.
I was pricing this out as well and trying to see how I could convince my
Well,
wife.
I don't know what you're talking about because there's two different ones. They have Michael J. Fox and they have Doc Brown, Marty, and Leah Thompson and Biff all
Yeah.
there.
That's the one
I
was
would
looking
take that picture, but no, the one I was looking
at.
at,
Oh yeah,
the entire cast of Entourage.
Yeah.
But not Jeremy Piven, but the rest of them. And I thought that'd be a good picture. And then I thought, am I really going to pay $265 to take pictures with four dudes? I was like, no.
Have you ever seen those pictures when they come out? They
No.
look so awkward.
Yeah, plus I've already met all those guys, except for Vinny Chase, but I already met Johnny Drama and E, and we've had Jerry Ferrara on the show a couple of times. I'm like, it'd be different if they were all in here. I'd be so happy to take a picture with them. I'm sure as hell I'm not going to wait.
You got to go wait in line.
Actually, though, you see the way they do it this year? You buy it, and they tell you what time to be there, and you have no more than a 15-minute wait.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But I can't see spending $265 to take a picture of that. Unless it was somebody like the Back to the Future one. Seems like that'd be pretty cool.
That one was like $1,000.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's almost worth
To
it.
get to sit with it, to have all of them in the picture. I think it was like $1,000.
But Michael J. Fox, it was so much, and you could bring people with you. You could bring up to four
Up to
people.
4 people. Yeah.
So if you go in there and you split it, because I would take my son to do that. I think he would take that.
Right. But it's also the cost. You got to pay the ticket and your
Oh, yeah.
so it's like you're not just walking in and doing that. You know.
I really thought about, and then at the end of it, I stepped back and go, "Why are you out of your goddamn mind? There's no way I'm going."
I
to
wanted
that place.
to do the Back to the Future one.
Oh, it was tempting. It really was.
Yeah, I'm like, it'd be cool to have a Michael J. Fox scribble. Autograph.
I can get the autographs. I just don't. I want the picture.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't forget, coming up in just 4 minutes, the first bone bonus keyword will be given away. So
I don't even know if that works.
No,
It does.
I'm
It does.
kidding. I'm kidding.
So you had people losing their life, Joyce Randolph and Brian Barczak, but then you have somebody saving lives out there.
What?
Hulk Hogan and a friend helped rescue a 17-year-old woman from an overturned car right here in Tampa. Well, Clearwater, I think it was. They popped her airbag and helped her get her seatbelt off, and it sounds like she's going to be okay.
Imagine the car flips over
all the smoke and lights and all this stuff.
You think you're gonna die, and you just hear this playing in the back. Oh my God!
You okay, brother? You see yellow boots walking towards you.
You're upside down, and you just see yellow boots and boa feathers dragging on the ground.
Take my hand, brother.
Get you out of here. That must be a great story too for somebody to tell me. Like I was in an accident and I got like the real life superhero saved me. That'd be so funny.
I would think I was dead 100%.
Oh yeah,
well,
for
that was
sure.
a fun life.
Yeah. And then Hulk Hogan appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? What a great story. If you were flipped over, what wrestler would you want to save you?
Oh, The Rock.
Randy Savage.
Yeah, Macho Man.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
I see you're flipped over. I can call it tow truck, Greg. Fit the car in my
If it's The Undertaker, that's not good.
No. Or Sting.
what if Superfly Snuka was up there and he jumps and he does this and he jumps on the back of your car and your car flips over?
You're making it worse. I wanted to play Hulkster in Heaven, but I can't find it. Thank God you don't hear that.
Yeah,
one,
if you hear Hulkster in heaven, that means you're dead.
You've gone too far.
That's how you know. If you hear Real American and you see it, you're like, okay, he's here to save
So is he just driving, or does he do that now? Like
the road
like
rangers.
the road rangers. He just drives around looking for cars to flip back the right way.
I just imagine he has a big yellow truck and it has a mustache and you have to.
1 week your kid's getting a DUI, the next week you're saving people.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview? He said he was on his way to the Sad Losers meeting.
Yeah.
The weird
See him there.
By the way, what if that was set up? What if we find this as a setup for good press for him?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that'd
mean,
be funny.
I saw the video was online of Nick Hogan's DUI arrest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad as a parent to see your kid have to, be that. You know what I mean? That kid went to jail, and then that kid had a DUI. I don't want to. I can't capitalize on somebody's, even though it's somebody's son. Like I don't.
Yeah,
wanna,
but you gotta think that the fact that he went to jail for car racing and doing that stuff, that you would be the safest driver.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that the kid's right in any capacity, and you think you would learn your lesson. Anybody that gets a second chance should probably be going straight in the straight and narrow for the rest of their lives. But as a father who has a kid who could screw up at any time right now, I just can't.
You know what he should do?
Money, dough, cash. This hour's bonus keyword is break. Break. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword within 15 minutes past the top of the hour and go get your $1,000. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
By the way, I want to point out that is break spelled like you're taking a coffee break, because a lot of times, you could have like car break or whatever.
Oh, because you got to type it in the thing.
So it's break.
What's the difference in the way they
B-R-E-A-K.
say it? I forgot they were typing it.
Yeah,
That was
B-R-E-A-K.
So scary that it made my tongue hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Carmen, I was gonna say, great, you walked me right into it. Scared the hell out of me.
You're welcome. It's been hard to do lately.
Good.
So the 2023 Emmys were on last night. Did anybody watch, or everybody?
I
was
did. We were watching football.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no way.
I have some of the different winners. Outstanding drama series.
Succession.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Outstanding lead actor in a drama series.
Culkin.
Yes.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, you want to get more?
Yeah,
Here we
keep
go.
on.
Outstanding lead actress in a drama series.
The sister.
Redhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah Snook.
Shiv.
Succession. Yeah. Shiv. Outstanding supporting actor in a drama series.
Cameron.
No,
Ferris
no. The Shiv's husband.
No.
Oh,
Tom.
Tom.
No.
Tom.
Oh, the old man.
No.
Greg.
No.
Craig would be great.
Is it from Succession?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the
Succession. Yeah. Matthew McFadden.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then outstanding supporting actress in a drama series.
Outstanding supporting actress in a drama series
Mm-hmm.
goes to she already won that.
Oh.
It's Euphoria.
No.
Oh, Zendaya? No.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, and the White Lotus.
Yeah, White Lotus.
Oh,
Never
nice.
saw it.
Outstanding comedy series. It is not a comedy. It's not even interesting. The Bear.
Yeah.
FX. Stop watching it. It's ridiculous. And then that kid won the Best lead actor in a comedy series. It's not a comedy. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series. Who was that?
I don't know. I don't even know any comedy series.
The big tall girl from Ted Lasso.
No. It was from Abbott Elementary.
Oh, that's a funny show.
Yeah, that's a good show. The Janine, the teacher. I don't know her real name, but she plays Janine.
Quinta Bronson.
Yeah.
Is it Quinta Bronson?
Quinta.
I'm No, I'm making that up.
Let me see some of the other ones. Outstanding supporting actor, The Bear. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe I don't.
What is The Bear? I have no idea.
The Bear is that Chicago restaurant. The kid, his parents die. He gets the restaurant, whatever. He was like a super chef and doing all this stuff, but then he comes back and they're making like
so there's no bears.
Italian beef. So there's no bear. It's just called The Bear.
This
But
restaurant is called The Bear.
It literally is one of those shows that every episode you watch the episode and you go, nothing happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Something
And then
spills.
Yeah, and
the
then
meat overcooked.
And then you watch the next one saying, "Is something going to happen to this one?"
You
And it's
don't-
not funny.
You don't get the jokes.
I just I don't understand. But I don't think there are any jokes. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird.
It's a serious show about nothing.
Outstanding limited series, Netflix, Beef. Stephen Yeun from Beef won for lead actor in limited series. Ali Wong from Beef won. Let me see some of the other stuff.
My wife liked Beef. I remember that.
Outstanding variety talk series was The Daily Show with Trevor Noah from Comedy Central. Yeah, unbelievable. Spanish, you'll be happy about this one. Outstanding competition program.
Ooh.
That is Bobby Flay.
No, Project. Not is it Project Runway? No, what's the Drag Race?
RuPaul.
Yes,
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes.
Do they actually race?
Yeah,
No.
they put on heels and then run as fast as they can.
We did that one time.
Mhm.
We during the drag racing, Mike Oliver had this great idea to have people race and drag.
Outstanding supporting actor in a limited series or movie. Guest of the show
Oh,
from
that guy.
from Blackbird.
Oh, Paul Walker Hauser.
Walter Hauser. Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, very good. So there you go. You didn't really miss much with.
I like the Emmys. I just don't put them on one of those Buccaneer playoff games.
Mhm. And then finally, in news, in recognition of the 75th Emmy Awards, the Television Academy put together a ranking of the 75 most impactful TV moments. I have the top 10. So think about whenever you think about big stuff that happened on TV and you're like, oh, this is crazy. What do you say the
When,
top 10 are?
Howard Cosell announced that John Lennon had been shot.
Howard Cosell, John Lennon, no.
Oh my God.
When Kanye West said George
No.
Bush is not like white.
That's what-
Bill Clinton playing saxophone in Arsenio Hall.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you give us like a top one, like top 10?
I can give you one of them. I'll put, you should know this one, though.
What number is it?
Number 8.
And we'll give us number 10.
Number 10, George Carlin hosting the series premiere of Saturday Night Live on October 11th, 1975.
Okay. All right.
How about moon landing?
Moon landing.
Never happened.
Moon
Did not
landing.
Fake.
Let's see. Moon landing. Joe?
Yeah?
Number 1.
Nah.
1969, after Apollo 11 landed on the moon, Neil Armstrong said, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," which he read wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was written for him, and he read it wrong, and that's how it came out.
I'm so hungry. Carmen said fake, and I was like, I like cake.
Yeah.
So number 10 was George Carlin. Number 9, it was the first ever music video airing on MTV on August 1st, 1981, which was what, Spanish? First video on MTV was
That
know it.
was
The Buggles.
no. I have no idea.
Was.
He's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Video.
Video killed the radio star.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8. Number 8 was a huge one. This was one of the biggest ones. They always talk about the highest ratings. Think about the highest ratings on TV.
The Final Mash.
Final Mash series finale called Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen, February 28th, 1983.
Is JFK Walter Cronkite?
Yes, Walter Cronkite from CBS News announcing the death of President John F. Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963 comes in number 5. Comes in
All
number
right.
5.
The space shuttle blowing up.
The space shuttle, the Challenger, no. Not on
Nobody
there.
cares. Nobody cares about the 7 astronauts.
Yeah.
No, not in there.
All right.
Number 7 is episode 1065 of this show, where they
1,000 episodes?
Simpsons?
1065, where they help squash racial prejudice. Anybody think about it?
Wait, squash racial prejudice. Is it All in the Family?
No.
No.
1,000 episodes.
Family Guy.
This person
That's what I
invites
said. There was
a white person and a
Simpsons.
black person. They put their feet in the wading pool.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers invites
Oh,
Officer
yeah.
Clemens, who is black, to share a wading pool on a hot day that aired in May 9th, 1969.
By the way, I kind of got another. That's kind of gay too. He did a gay and racial all at the same together. Let's put all our feet in the pool, gentlemen.
What did we celebrate yesterday? Yesterday was Monday, which was
Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, Martin Luther King.
Assassination?
No, delivering
Oh, I
his
Have a Dream.
iconic "I Have a Dream" speech. The March on Washington on August 28th, 1963. Number 5 was Walter Cronkite with John F. Kennedy. Number 4, the premiere episode of a miniseries
Called The Simpsons.
No,
Oh.
miniseries,
Something.
1977. Made a lot of white people go.
Roots.
Yes, Roots. Yes, that happened in 1977. Number 3. Big performance by a band, a little show.
The Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Ed Sullivan Show, yes, 1964. Number 2 was live coverage of something when it happened.
What year?
This was, we were all
9/11.
yes.
Oh man,
September 11th, 2001, live coverage of the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center. And then number 1, Joe, you got 1969, Apollo 11 landed on the moon, Neil Armstrong.
Fake.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
I just-
Stolen valor.
Can I just tell you,
Or
My dad told
slap.
me it's real.
I got taken back for a second of 9/11, watching the building on fire, and another plane flies in. You're like, and I was like, no, they're just showing the video footage again. They're like,
That's what
no,
I
that was
thought.
another plane. We're all like, what is going on? What a weird day.
Have you seen that video that I think they just came out with not too long ago, where it was a bunch of I think like teenagers that were skipping school and they were drinking and hanging out,
Yeah.
and they're in an apartment building that's across from that, and they're like, well, Gina, you have a dream, that you just see, and they go, oh my god,
Oh, no.
it's like so
Yeah.
crazy.
But Zach,
No, I haven't
I
seen
don't know if
that.
that was real or not.
Yeah, I
though.
don't know.
Yeah.
It looks almost like it's set
Yeah.
up, but it could totally be real.
Because
But
I thought, how come we're only seeing this now?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they confiscated a bunch of videos. Same with,
Yeah.
like at the Pentagon, they
Oh, here
confiscated
we
all
go.
that video.
Here we
That's
go.
not a conspiracy. That's real. And did
Listen,
you see?
They confiscated not only the video of the Pentagon, but all the gas station surveillance around it. I mean, they took
Because
everything.
it was definitely a plane for sure. Wink, wink. And then
Oh,
did you
yeah.
see that we weren't able to get to the moon again?
Yes,
For the
Yeah, they
ran out of
couldn't
first
gas.
time? Yeah, sure. Ran out of gas. Love it.
How did that happen?
You know, there
We
was
can
all-
make it in 69, but we can't make it in
Yep.
2024.
They cut the lines, man.
I think they made it, but they're telling us they didn't.
No, they had. You could go on and like check its status and stuff.
Oh, you could?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they can't fake that.
It's because they don't use
We've never been
they
there.
don't use tinfoil on
The
it.
internet is
you know,
totally
you
real.
could also watch Santa Claus. He travels around the world.
Yeah. Oh,
my,
don't.
yeah.
That is real, real, real.
That is it for news.
All right, Galvin, thank you
Got
for
it.
your news.
Mhm.
We must take a break. When we come back, we'll be joined by Shane Torres, the blue-eyed Mexican. It's his special. It's on YouTube right now. He's our buddy. He's going to call on the show. We'll talk to him about that and tell you how you can see it. Very funny, Shane Torres. Then at 9 o'clock, Dom will be here to take your legal calls, and then Joey Fatone from the In Sync will join us on the show. And he is on tour with AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys. It gets me very confused. We'll talk to Joey at 9:30 this morning. Right now, let's go to the hotline and welcome our friend, Mr. Shane Torres, back to the show. Shane, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Jay. Hey, man. How are you?
Good.
Happy New Year. How are you?
Happy New Year to you. Where are you at right now?
Yeah. I'm home in New York, and I wouldn't call it a blizzard, but we got a little bit of snow going. So I'm kind of just enjoying the day.
Is
Yeah.
it? Is it? I just saw on the news that they're expecting it is going to be crazy there.
It better not be. I can't put up with it today, dude. I got too much stuff to do.
Shane has a special that is on YouTube. It's available to you now. You can go watch it, called Blue-Eyed Mexican, which is produced by our friend Bert Kreischer. Where did you and Bert first meet?
Bert and I met in Seattle. He was playing. I was opening for him at a club called Parlor Live, which is no longer there.
Right.
But but then we became tight, and then we just happened to get paired up in St. Louis again, and then that's when we became very friendly. And that was like weirdly like a month later, and then we just ended up, as you do with Bert, drinking a lot.
I was going to say, you're a big drinker and partier. You can never, because you're pretty mellow compared to Bert.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I go out for the party, but like, for me, it's very. I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of being like hugged and grabbed and stuff. And Bert won't, run into a bar arms wide open like a Mardi Gras party, and I'm a touch different in my energy. But we balance each other out. Is what I say.
I was in Ireland with him, and I walked into this bar.
I was there with you.
Yeah. And we walked into a bar after the show, and we could barely walk in, and I thought, I'm gonna go home. And Bert's like, this is great. He walked right through everybody, and I went, man, we are definitely different people.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm like, look at all these people grabbing me and taking pictures.
How is it? And when you go to like other countries, like to me, that blows my mind that foreigners find you guys as funny as we do, and like I don't know. I always just assume like you're gonna find the guy that you find.
I don't know if they do.
Well, supposedly, you just think that the guys that are similar to you are the ones you find the funniest. Then here you are going, oh, that's got to be weird. And like going to weird places like New Zealand and things like that, and Amsterdam.
Dude, it's Amsterdam. Like, I think we were over there together. What, 5 years ago? Maybe 4.
Yeah.
Like when we did the jump between now and then. I guess because everything's on TikTok and Instagram, but like there is no lag, even in the people who are English is not their primary language. Really? Like they're on board. It's wild, yeah. And I think the universal language is alcohol abuse. So I think people are pretty much on board no matter what.
Yeah,
like. Yeah, as long as it's not a dry country, I think we'll be fine for the most part.
We're just such dicks, though. Like they have this guy Gad over there who's like the biggest thing, and they tried to bring him over here, and we're like,
Gad, the French guy.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's funny, and his TV show is funny. Yeah. But we're such dicks. You bring him over here, and we're like, no thanks, Frenchie. Go back home.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like, I can't see him. I don't think. Like the French want to come to the middle of Iowa the way like somebody from Columbus, Ohio might want to speak Paris.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a little bit of, which is the sweet irony of it.
Where'd you shoot your special?
We shot at this little indie rock club here in Brooklyn called the Sultan Room, and it's like really the commute is about a 5-minute walk from my house, so that was a huge appeal and it for me. Yes, and then. But it's like a little. I mean, it's like a 300-seater, but we struck it down to like 150 with cameras and everything. We did 2 shows, and like it's just the idea of the special was to like make it feel like you were in there watching it, because like it's not I didn't want to be in a cavernous theater.
Yeah.
One, I didn't think I could fill it, and then like everybody was shooting in comedy clubs, and those are my favorite places. But I was like, what if we did something a little different? And I think we managed to capture it pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great and it's funny, and Bert produced it, which means for Bert to put out his own money means that he believes so much in you. You see that with the big, it's really weird because you guys have such a competitive community, but yet such a generous community. Like you see Louis C.K. taking care of other comedians, and you see Bert doing this for you. There's other comedians who get to a certain point where they're willing to help out. Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle are willing to help out other people, certainly Seinfeld. And then in this case, where a guy like Bert sees you and says, this guy should be huge by now. I'm going to do what I can to help out, which at the same time threatens his gig, but he has no problem because he thinks you're that funny.
Yeah, well, there are definitely guys who, like go through the door and leave it wide open, like Bert, and there are guys who shut it behind them. And I mean, I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of those people root for me in my career, and Bert is one of them. He's been a champion of me for a long time. He's got big platforms and he's put me on them. But I think it's one of those things too. Like I will tell you this, dude. So like Leanne produced it too.
Right.
I mean, really, she did like a lot, so much of the work. I went up to Bert. I was like a little emotional after we taped the last show, and I was just like, "Hey, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this." And Bert was like a little liquored up, and he just goes, "You'd be surprised how little I had to do with this." And then just walked away.
But you know what though? That's a good testament.
And then
because-
and it was like Leanne was like really, she was awesome, man. I can't give her enough credit. She really pushed all across the finish line.
Leanne and I've known
Whatever the term.
I've been friends with them for 20 years, and Leanne's wonderful. She's been great, but the more famous that Bert becomes, the more Leanne really handles the business. That's what everybody keeps telling me. And she's I mean, and Bert will tell you, she's a big part of their success and keeping it going. So that's great. If you're going to be married to somebody, might as well be somebody that can actually appreciate you and help you out.
Dude, she's a G, man. Like I see how they do it. You know, like we're all friends. You see how they work. Well, like I'm doing so much of this on my own of like finding people and like trying to make a new hour right now and be creative and socially put myself out there. Is like it's all like such a business. And Leanne is like, you know, like she's handling so much, and Bert gets to go out there and have all this fun.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm thinking about getting maybe seriously married for the first time in my life, just so I don't have to do all this work. And I don't know if that's how it works, but
that's the thing I always say. I let my wife take over the finances when we got married, and my credit went from a 400 to an 800. So yeah, if you can get yourself a good half Jew, take it. That's true.
Dude, I paid off my college loans, my student loans this week, and it is shocking how long it took me to pay off $4,200. I was like, I would have like anxiety getting mail from them every month. And I was like, but I had this like weird thing of being like, dude, like I was like, it's the only thing I've ever had to pay for that I've never actually received, and stand on it in my dumb stupid punk rock principle kind of attitude.
That's what I was gonna say. You paid for college tuition that had nothing to do with what you're doing now, I'm sure.
No, and I also didn't finish, so that's probably a big part of why I never got it.
This is Shane Torres. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shane.
Oh, thanks, brother.
No, I just want to let everybody. I want to let everybody know that the special is on YouTube. You can go watch it right now. It's called Blue Eyed Mexican. And it's been out since around Christmas time. We were supposed to have Shane on back when it first came out, and then we got disconnected there. But we wanted to make sure we catch up again so we can let everybody know about the special. And sometimes with these things, all it is word of mouth. You need to let somebody know, like, hey, you may not come across it. So we want to let you know as a show that this is a guy that we love. We love having him on. He's extremely funny. He's a good dude. And an opportunity for you to go home and watch it. And then when you do watch it, like it and share it as much as you can, because that's how these things get popular when you share the information. So I hope this blows up for you, brother.
Yeah. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate the time a lot.
Hey, you headed back here anytime soon? What's your schedule like? Any Tampa in your future?
I think I got something coming up in like the summer. Like I got a little Florida run, so you might see me down there then. I was just there with John Mulaney, actually.
Oh, really?
Doing some shows. Yeah. Little different crowd than Bert's.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was like I was there. I just did like 10 minutes opening for him real quick with it, and then we were out that night. But it was a good time.
Oh, what great exposure. Complete opposite is Bert. But I love Mulaney. I think he's hilarious, and he did make a run through the Hard Rocks here. Yeah. So it was cool. Hopefully, I'm trying to get a little bit of audience from everywhere. Good for you.
I'm trying to be loved by everyone, which I'm told is impossible, but I might die try.
Well, look, we love you, and look forward to seeing you back here. Blue Eyed Mexican on YouTube. Check it out now. Good talking to you, Shane.
Thank you so much, Mike. Take care of yourself.
Take it easy. There you go. He's a good dude, man. He's very funny. And these phone calls you can tell how hard it is to have a conversation with somebody on the phone because, it overlaps and all that stuff. But that's how much I like Shane and want to spread the word about his special Blue Eyed Mexican on YouTube. You can go watch it right now. And then do yourself a favor and tell your friends about it. Also, do I ask for a lot of favors? Like I consider
No.
myself a
Sometimes.
giver,
Oh.
not from you, you
Oh.
jerk off. I'm talking about from our listening audience. I don't feel like I ask a lot of the listening audience. I feel like I try to give as much as I can, and I save my asking for the important thing. Joe, your mic's not on.
Why do you turn your mic off? I don't understand. You can have a little click. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
All right. Yes, Michael.
I'll see you at the Sad Losers meeting.
Yeah, sad and weird.
Sad
Weirdos.
Weirdos. Sorry. Here, Joe, what I was going to ask the people,
Yes.
you and I and Large Richard
Mhm.
have been working very hard on getting the YouTube page in
Yep.
order.
That is correct.
I think we've come a long way in a short amount of time.
Mhm.
And the only thing now that we need are subscribers.
Right.
I don't blame you for not subscribing before. We didn't really put anything up there. Then we started with the full show replays.
Mhm.
And I'll just explain to you people. The show, if you would like to listen to it, is available on the Bone app. You can listen to it all day as it repeats and is on demand and all that stuff at the Bone app or the website, whatever's easier for you. But 24 hours later, if you missed the show, we put the full show replays up on the Mike Calta Show YouTube channel so that you can go back and listen to them if you missed it. And then we also break down and put some clips up and things on the show so you can ingest it in smaller segments if you like.
I'm finding a lot of classic clips too that I'm also adding to that channel.
I love the classic clips.
I put up the other day. I put up Crazy Patty getting your face tattooed. Well, Bert Kreischer and Lynn Koplitz were in.
Oh, is
studio.
that what happened?
Yeah.
See, I don't even remember that stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm asking you to do is go search the Mike Calta Show. There is only one official page. You'll be able to see it. There's a big banner at the top, and just subscribe to it. And all it does when you subscribe to it is let you know when there's new videos up there. It doesn't require you to do anything. You don't have to do. All you have to do is sign into YouTube, whatever your YouTube is, and subscribe. And you don't even have to do it right now. If you could do it later when you get to work or when you get home, but go watch some of the old videos. I just would like to get that going and get that word out there that's available. And Joe's putting up some of those clips, and we're getting it rocking. So when you get a chance, go to the Mike Calta Show YouTube, give it a little liking and a little subscription. That's it. Do you ever watch some of those videos and they're like, all right, before you watch this video, like and subscribe and do that, and you're like, why are you making a video? You really, because you want to know who you're making videos for. You know what I mean? If you're putting it up there, you want to know if anybody's watching them. So,
and don't forget to leave comments.
I don't care if you leave comments.
Well,
they're never good,
well,
and they're always going to talk about how you suck. So
well,
no matter what,
don't forget to leave comments.
I don't need that. All right, if you want to leave a comment about Spanish sucking, you can do that.
Please
That's the only
do.
one.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say Joe did for the YouTube page exactly? Because you said Big Dave or whatever.
Yeah, Big Dave.
Is YouTube like a new thing? It's only been around recently, or
ruthless?
No.
What did they do
Joe
exactly?
has been putting up some stuff. We were not using YouTube because we have the Bone website, we have all this stuff. But then there's some stuff we decided we were going to organize.
I hear a lot of
What's that?
I hear a lot of
what did you do?
Me?
I think it's ever since Joe found the GoPro, he really started shooting a lot more video and put a lot more stuff up. So,
By the way, now it's 2 weeks I've asked my GoPro back.
That's true. I forgot.
that is a true statement. That
That's
is
true.
These are all facts.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yes.
Do you know where the GoPro is?
I don't know where the GoPro
There's
is.
no
I know he
GoPro.
has
Does
it.
Joe
but-
know where the GoPro
Yes, I
is?
do.
Yeah.
says- yeah.
Check eBay.
Yeah, Joe is saving his money to purchase another GoPro
That was like a $400 camera that I bought,
to
Joe.
give to Mike.
Oh,
You
dude.
know where it is, Joe.
Joe has his
in my
fingers
closet.
crossed that you will not realize a $99 GoPro
Yeah.
is different than a $400 GoPro.
Joe, don't listen to these people. Do you have the GoPro?
Yes, it's in my closet.
Okay.
I couldn't
In the
get to
closet.
it the other day because I couldn't reach it.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
believable.
today.
There's no chairs or step ladders.
No,
he's
Between the
old.
two, you're telling me you don't have a step ladder in your house? Get out!
I
of
don't
here.
want to fall down.
Hey,
I don't
How
wanna
did it
fall
get up
off
there to
and
begin with?
Yeah.
off the ladder?
He threw
It's
it.
been 2 weeks, though.
Hey,
it's been
Spanish.
like 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Will you bend down and let him stand on your back?
Absolutely, Michael.
Thank you.
For you, anything.
Thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome, Joe.
You know what? You could stand on your pile of lies.
Yeah.
That's what you could stand on.
he wouldn't be able to reach him
Very
all the
true.
way
All right,
up
let's,
there.
let's make a bet.
Very truthful.
Will he bring in the GoPro tomorrow, Galvin?
No.
Carmen,
No.
Spanish,
Yes.
Gio.
Will he bring in a GoPro?
No.
Not
The
the GoPro.
GoPro.
The GoPro. No.
Am I allowed to remind him?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No. It's Spanish
Mixed
needs to help
signals.
him.
Why?
Joe,
That's not
yes.
his job.
Will you bring in the GoPro tomorrow? Yes,
Yes,
or no?
Michael.
All right. We have a little bit of breaking news. And if you watched the game last night, you probably got the idea that it was going to happen at the end of the game when he was crying. But Jason Kelsey has announced his retirement from the Philadelphia Eagles and from football.
Good.
One
What does
Kelsey.
Taylor Swift have to say
Yeah,
about
right.
Or-
her boyfriend's brother?
yeah, that's the thing. That's the headline. It's going to say Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother retired.
Taylor Swift's
Boyfriend's
boyfriend's brother. Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother. Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother.
All right. He right after the game, he was crying, and you're a guy like that, you don't just cry at a loss. So you knew he was retiring.
It's like a
Pretty
big ass chicken.
emotional.
Cry all you want, you big loser.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God,
God.
that's
He's
Taylor
so-
Swift's boyfriend's brother. You
He
take it
talks
easy.
so much
Taylor
trash.
Swift's boyfriend brother. Taylor Swift's boyfriend brother. Taylor Swift's boyfriend brother.
It gets very confusing after a while. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, I don't know what we're doing. Let's give some stuff away. Carmen, we have a lot of things, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Let's play a little Who's My Baby's Daddy, and we'll give
Okay.
away a couple of things. How's that? Carmen, speaking of tickets,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
Nothing.
You okay?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Carmen, I found a couple of pictures of you on my phone this weekend.
Oh no.
No. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I found one from when we were doing a show at the Mahaffey Theater.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, look at Carmen. And another one when I think from the prom or something, you were wearing like a gown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh.
might have loved you a little this weekend.
Well, thank you.
Normally, I'm getting pictures of you unhinging your jaw and eating a whole sub. So,
The best kind of picture.
well, I got to be nice when I find some nice ones too. All right, let's give some stuff away. You'll have your choice of tickets, including, do we have Monster Jam?
We do.
We got Pat McGann,
We do.
Monster Jam, and Pat McGann. We beat Travis Kelsey's brother so badly that he retired.
Yeah.
We beat Travis Kelsey's brother so bad that he cried after the game. That makes me happy.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend's
Taylor
brother.
Swift's
Yeah.
boyfriend's brother. Sorry. I saw the mother was here. You know, she didn't really want to be here. She's like, look, I'm going with the good brother. But she was here.
Did you see the video of when the Chiefs were up, Taylor Swift and everybody going back and
Oh,
forth?
yeah.
in the thing?
They took the whole
And
stadium
mom
was
is
swaying.
Like,
yeah.
What the hell's going on there?
That was fun to watch because they really I mean, it's pretty dominant to see the dominant teams have been pretty dominant in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know how this is going to pan out, but I'm happy for the Bucs as a Bucs fan, but I'm really happy for Baker Mayfield for some reason. Like I feel like finally he gets to have a year.
Yeah, I mean, he came here and he outplayed Tom Brady statistically, which I
Yeah.
did not think was going to happen.
No.
And he definitely does. I want to keep him. I hope they sign him to a couple year deal and let
Yeah,
him be
right.
here. And,
Be our guy for a couple of years.
I think he's done more here locally in Tampa in the community than Brady ever did in the 3 years he was here that I know of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you see Baker out all the time doing things with his wife and their Baker
Yeah, look,
Mayfield
He's
Foundation.
increasing the population,
Yeah.
having babies.
Yeah.
We knew that Tom Brady was a rental, like
Yeah,
you said, and we
yeah.
didn't expect him to grow here. But Tom Brady actually did do some stuff here.
Yeah. I'm
He
not.
brought that TB12 here, and he made that part of the TB12 community. He does this, but I know what you're saying.
That's
but
not a knock on
Baker's
Tom Brady.
no
But like to me, it seems like Baker Mayfield really wants to like
be
lay,
a Tampa Bay
Be,
person.
like lay roots here and be like the guy here,
Tampa Baker.
Yeah,
Tampa,
which I think is
Tampa
cool.
Baker's such a great name. Tampa Baker is better than
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, yeah, for sure. All right, Carmen, let's give some stuff away with a little bit of Who Is My Baby's Daddy.
Okay, everybody, this is Maury Povich, and it's time to play Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Lord, I've been done had too many babies, honey. Who is my baby daddy? Girl, I'd be a millionaire if I could ever figure out where I got Cheeto, Limbo, Cracker Jack, Orangelo, K. Martina, Salmonella, Velveeta, Genitalia, Catfish, Leroy, Cocoa Puffs and Pluto, Penelope, Jack Daniels, Buford, and Lamangelo. Who is my baby daddy? Don't even two of these children even look alike. Aloe Vera, Maybelline, Gingivitis, Brill Cream, Cruix, NyQuil, Gangsta Q and Daffodil, Ron Bacardi, Captain Morgan, D-Mark Torres, and DeLorean, Gynolotrum, and Felicia, Chlamydia, Champagne. Who named these children, and how many of them is it? Why they always want to come live with me anyway? Ask them who their daddy is. Look over yonder, they go. Nova Scotia, Bubblicious, Cuponita, Gonorrhea, Ice Bucket, Batuglia, Visine, and Margarita, Percolator, Terminator, Velcro, and Taekwondo, Varicella, Chromosome, Obstetria, and Shithid. That's the ignorant one right there. Should be. Who is these baby daddies? I wish I knew. I'd show sue him for some child support, honey. Shoot.
All right, time to play a little Who's My Baby's Daddy. We'll get his side, her side, then his side, and then we will talk to Maury and find out if he is or is not the baby's daddy. Hang on, I got to put my password in for the 900th time this morning. There you go. Let me get some contestants on the line. Good morning. Who is this?
Matt.
Hi, Matt. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
You have any children?
Yeah, I have a 15-month-old.
Oh, man. How happy are you to get out of the house every day?
Shit.
Oh, can't say that, Matt.
Got it.
I get it, though.
Oh,
As a father, I understand where it comes from. All right, we're going to give you her side of the story first, and then his side, and then we'll talk about it, and you, Matt, will decide whether he is or is not the baby's daddy. Let's hear her side of the story. Here we go.
I never thought that getting involved with Ellis would be the biggest mistake of my life. He needs to know that he is my baby's daddy, and he needs to step up and take care of her.
I didn't understand one word that she said. I heard.
You want to restart it?
Are you playing it backwards?
No, it just sounds like no. Keep playing it. It's fine.
Okay. I was so scared to us, and I was pregnant because I thought he would deny my baby. It's hard to take care of Inaya by myself. Ellis needs to help me because this is not only my baby too. My mom is the only one that helps me with Inaya. I was a straight A student. I had to withdraw from school just to take care of Inaya. I'm only 16, and Ellis, he's a grown man, and he needs to step up and take care of his baby.
All right, it was kind of hard, but I think we figured it out.
His name's Ellis. I thought it was Elvis at first. It's
Right.
Ellis. The baby's name is Inaya.
Inaya.
And she, the girl there, is 16 years old.
Yeah. Well, don't be such a whore. Then maybe you wouldn't have these problems. All right. Well, I'm saying, look, you got. I said to my son the other day, if you're having sex, you have to know that I love you, but you ruined my life. A child coming to your life unexpectedly is even worse than when you plan to have one. They ruin everything. I said, don't let a child ruin your life. There you go. All right, let's hear his side of the story. Ellis.
I'm only 20 years old and I'm not ready to be a father. 9 months ago, I received the worst news of my life. But the second I heard it, I knew it couldn't be possible. Alicia and I only had sex one time. She swears she never slept with anyone else, but we live in different states. Who knows what she was doing in her town? Alicia is a crazy stalker who is obsessed with me. She posted pictures of her and the baby all over my MySpace. It got so bad, I had to close my account. Alicia's mom needs to take responsibility for her daughter acting like a whore. I have a lot of dreams and a bright future in front of me. I refuse to let Alicia and her baby destroy them.
You feel it, Galvin? I felt it. She's a whore.
She is a whore.
She's a whore. He is not the baby's father.
And a stalker.
And also, he's 20 and she's 16. Oof. Now she's 16. So she was 15 when they were having, jail. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what states they're in, but I say he is not the baby. I mean, he is not the baby's daddy. Galvin?
Science lets us know that you can have a baby only having sex one time.
One time, right? Yeah, it just takes one egg.
But he sounds very confident. He's calling her a whore. He's doing all this stuff. I'm going to say he is not the baby's daddy.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I say no. Galvin says no. But Matt, father of a 15-month-old, we take it over to you. Is he or is he not the baby's daddy?
He is not the baby daddy.
Yeah, three of us. You all agree. All right, let's find out from the all-knowing Maury if he is or is not the baby's daddy. Here we go.
In the case of 4-month-old Anaya, Ellis, you are the father.
We got burned. We got burned.
I'm going to put you on hold, Matt. We'll get you a cancellation prize. Man.
Ellis lied right to my face, and I believed him.
20 years old.
20
How is
years
he not
old.
in jail?
Right.
Yeah, because she only has to be 16 in certain states.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're from.
I feel like there was a lot of those on Maury, though, that
That they didn't bother to ask questions about.
well, no, that the guys definitely should have went to jail. Like there was a lot of 16 and 20-year-olds.
He's like,
you know
don't
what I
you
mean?
know that's why I don't want to be the daddy? Yeah. Let me grab this line, too. Good morning. Who is this?
This is David.
David, you're also going to get a prize because we have a lot of prizes to give away. That is line 3, Carmen. And line 17. Good morning. Who is this?
Karen.
Hi, Karen. You will also get a prize. Please hold on, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Karen and David did nothing. The other guy lost, and everybody's still getting prizes. This is the best show on the radio.
Yeah, it just
Two
sucks.
things. One, I saw Spanish flinch whenever that girl said Karen. And two, you did. Do you realize that you did it? She said Karen, and you went like this. You like turned your head a little bit. Yeah.
Little cringe.
Also, I would like to apologize to Alicia or whatever the girl's dating. Not a whore. Sorry. Maybe
No,
only
she's still a whore.
maybe only on
No.
touched me one time.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not believing Ellis
You know, it works
anymore.
that way, right?
Well, Ellis, I believe Ellis said they only did it once, and there's no way he could be the father. He's
Yeah.
just dumb. That doesn't mean I'm not going to believe him.
He's
He's a liar.
Wow.
We must take a break, and when we come back, Ask the Dom will be in studio. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. If you're calling for prizes, hang up because you said we already got our winners. But if you'd like to talk to Dom, stay on the lines. We'll get to those phone calls right after this short commercial break, and then Joey Fatone will join us on 1025 The Bone. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, he should be making his way into the studio any second now. And then Joey Fatone's going to join us. And if Dom doesn't get there in time, Joey will take your legal call.
Oh, no. That'd be something.
His answer to everything is bah, bah, bah. I don't know. Is that, is that him?
Yes.
I didn't even. Oh, don't. I'm filled with dad jokes.
Did you try that at Side Splitters this weekend?
Yeah, when they carried you off on their shoulders.
When the crowd went wild.
Look at my list. People I hate. I'm at the top.
Wait, why me
You
at the
laugh too
top?
much. You laugh too much.
Help it.
Where's Dom?
I don't know.
Is he not in the studio yet?
He is not.
Where's Dom,
I
Spanish?
told you that.
Where have you been?
In the bathroom?
Oh, jeez.
Always.
Falling apart.
No one
We
poops more than you.
No. I wasn't pooping.
Yeah, you take too long then to pee.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in there.
All right. Yep. There's a party in the bathroom.
You like the light in the toilet?
Yeah. Me. A little rave going on.
I did not get to hear it, but I understand that SBK was on the station this weekend. Yesterday. You hear it at all?
A little bit of it because I saw on Facebook on the Bone fam page, whatever, saying that everyone missed SBK. So I turned it on, and I guess Mo was filling in for Drew with SBK and
It
Spike.
was Mo and SBK and Spike and Brockweed. What's that kid's name now?
Rockwell.
Rockwell. What's his real name? JR. Brockweed. I don't
You
know.
know, maybe the R and JR stands for Rockwell. Maybe it's just Rockwell.
Oh.
No,
You don't know.
I do know. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's on. Anyway, they were on in the afternoon. I didn't get to hear it, but I did see a lot of people were saying the same thing. It was good to hear SBK and have him back on the station. And
So I
No,
thought
I-
Spike was done. I thought Mo.
well, that's what I'm saying. I thought
Let
Spike
him
was
go.
done, and I thought that Will was supposed to be on with Mo. Did that ever
I
happen?
think Will was supposed to be
Yes.
on with Mo Friday, right? Or whatever. I don't know.
I saw a
Yeah.
picture of the two of them
Oh.
together.
Mhm.
I don't know what day that was, but I know I did see that Will did join.
I gotta
Mo's
tell
show.
you, I feel a little bit like we're being white used.
Wait, what?
Mo having Will on the show because he's mad at Spike, and Spike and
Oh,
Will don't get
yeah,
along.
Will
Yeah.
said Spike was racist.
so I feel like he's. I'm gonna go ahead and put a term: whitewashing. He's
Oh,
whitewashing.
yeah.
All right.
yeah.
I like that. Mo's whitewashing.
But then Spike was back on the show, and I think the whole thing was fake.
And then out with Whitey.
Yeah.
It was all fake outrage to
Yeah.
get some run on the other shows.
So,
Well, if it was, I gotta tell you, it was genius because the most attention they've ever had to
Yeah.
them was because of
Yeah.
the show. Yeah, I don't think they're that smart. Spike's not.
I don't know.
I know it's real because
Yeah,
Spike texted me and he said, I never said we were equals. I don't care.
and I heard a conversation between SBK was trying to break it down for him, and he was like using John Brennan as his example, and Spike was like, "Yeah, you lost, man. I don't know anything that you just said right now."
Oh,
What?
wow.
It's all
Spike's dumb.
fake. Fake.
And Spike's dumb, but in the best possible way.
I'm saying
Like-
fake fish.
Are you really?
Yeah. Total. Whole thing was contrived.
Wow.
Fake.
Did he even go to Dubai?
No.
No.
Wait, so he-
Wait, you ready? Dubai, bye, bye.
Ah,
That's two.
man.
Save it for the stage,
Nah,
bro.
you know, I don't like to be carried out every weekend. What? And do we know what he was doing there?
No, I guess he was visiting friends or family members or something.
I
no,
don't know.
he's back in Tampa.
No, I know, but what he was
Oh.
doing in Dubai.
Yeah,
Oh, Spike.
remember there was something
Like a-
his friend
Yeah.
from the military or from.
His like fraternity brother
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
is a real estate agent and knew somebody that,
That
had
sounds
a house
believable.
or something like that.
I was
don't
going
know.
to say I'm in the largest international fraternity, and none of my fraternity brothers ever called me and said, "I'm going to Dubai this weekend. You want to hang out with me?" And you know, whoever invited and paid for it. Spike didn't pay.
He was on assignment for the Acid Dom show as a phone screener. So
Oh,
we
really?
sent him over there, Mike. That's the backstory.
I
Good morning.
got you. Well, good to have you, Dom. Let's get right to the phone calls. Let's go to David is up first, and then the phone lines are open. David, you're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got?
Hi there.
Hi, David.
Me and my wife have a question here. We were arguing about if you have a paternity suit in, say, Indiana, impregnate a lady up there. If you move to Florida, can they extradite you out of Florida?
No. No, the suit is in the jurisdiction of venue. So you need an Indiana-based family law attorney. But the inverse is the same. If you had a paternity suit here and you move to New York or a different state in the union, the jurisdictional venue is going to be Florida. So in this example, if the suit was filed in that state will have jurisdiction. Now, if you don't respond, I mean, you could be found in default and, things can happen illegally. So I don't recommend ignoring legal actions. You need to retain the services of an attorney in that state that handles family law.
Are you worried they're going to get you?
No, it's not going to happen to me, buddy. I'm 69 years old and got snipped about 30 years ago. So
Oh, wow.
that's not going to happen.
All right, yeah, it's not like Interpol. All right, this is not. It's not the Geneva Convention or none of that stuff. There's no extraditing is a fun word to use, but that's in a completely different legal context.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like the police would be only going after people who had babies and moved to different places. It'd be so it'd be overwhelming.
Yeah, we need a larger staff.
Yeah.
That's right. Galvin's correct.
All right. Well, there you go, sir. Thank you very much. There is the answer to your question. If you want to get through to get asked to Dom, the phone lines are now open 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. What do you got on the docket today? You got court. What do you have?
The court this afternoon. Some criminal hearings. There's some DUIs. Tomorrow we've got attorney Sean Estes in studio, who is our employment law attorney, new sponsor to the Acid Dom show. Great guy. So folks that need employment law assistance and help with that. And then Dead Air Sansoni be in studio tomorrow as well. Next week's show, I think we've got attorney Jason Valkenburg in. So we're doing a family law segment. Looking forward to that. Commissioner Mike Owen, Hillsborough County Commissioner, is coming in February as well. So we are going to be in the election cycle here with the caucus that just happened in Iowa. So we've got a lot of exciting folks that will be coming in through the year that are running for office or in office, because it's an election year, and we take care of folks in that regard as well, Mike.
All right, good. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on with Acid Dom. What do you got?
Hi, this is Brian.
What do you got, Brian?
I have had to go through this process for VA claims, disability claims, for about 2.5 years now, and been denied several times, just kind of rubber stamps. And I've been searching for an attorney that handles this kind of thing to kind of help me out. I have worked with VA benefits advisors, coaches, but all they do is just guide you through, the process, the paperwork stuff. They're not advocates. So I'm at a point where I'm really frustrated and need to take some other action. It's no wonder, veterans have such an issue, end up on the street and homeless. They get so frustrated with this process, they don't get any help. They just get rubber stamped.
Well, Brian, thank you very much for calling the show. And your problem is going to be solved. Here on the Mike Calta Show, we look after our veterans. I want to say thank you for your service. And all you have to do is email me at acidom.com. There's an attorney who is fantastic in this particular area of law, specifically for veterans and VA disabilities. His name is Jim Wardell. And if you email me at acidom.com, I'll give you Jim's information. There's a few links there as well to VA services. You might have already utilized those, but Jim's phone number, his email, his contact's going to be there. He specifically handles it's hyper technical. What you're looking for is hyper technical, but that's fine because we do a lot of great work for veterans here with the Mike Calta Show as well as the station in general. And we really thank you for your service, and you're here to help. Just email me. We'll solve the problem this afternoon. Done.
Yeah, it's Dominic at AskDom.com, and make sure you do it because Dom does get back to you. He's got a great response rate of getting back to our people, and when he's got a guy in his network that works in that specific area, it'll get taken care of. So hopefully he can help you out, buddy.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
All right,
Yes,
thank you. Yeah, it's really weird because it seems like of all the people that we should be taking care of, it definitely should start with the veterans, and then it should trickle down to the first responders and teachers and those sort of people. But the veterans, everybody's always talking about how they go out of their way for them and they look for them, thank you for your service and all that. But then when it comes down to actually doing stuff, they get screwed all the time. He's right, and that's where the frustration of people who were guaranteed all this help end up living on the streets. He's 100% right.
Well, this show, your show, my show, the station has done a lot through our combined efforts in helping veterans through the Veterans Treatment Court, the Veterans Outreach Program. I'm going to send you today some legislation that I have written that I've handed off to a couple state representatives and some state senators on a first responders bill that would help first responders that may get in trouble or arrested have a special first responders court, which is akin to the Veterans Treatment Court.
Right.
And I would love if you could just post that maybe on your social media accounts. I
100%.
heard driving in, I know you and Pat Pop are talking about YouTube. I don't know how you can maybe splice that in, but the more legs we get under the litigation to be, the legislation, I should say, to be passed would be fantastic because we're in election year. And it requires no funding because the infrastructure is already set with Veterans Treatment Court. So it's a very simple bill to have the House and the Senate approve and then send up to Governor DeSantis to sign off on. And if I can get your help because of your reach,
tremendous impact on the community. You mean?
Tremendous.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a Trump word? Does he say that all the tremendous?
I'm
Is
sure.
that what he says? I don't know what it is. But yes, because the more information folks understand what we're trying to do, and the more people that know about it, because it's a great court that would just be in addition to the Veterans Treatment Court for our first responders.
Right.
And there's we would be the model for the state. Our county here can then predicate that to the remaining 66 counties across the state, just like we did for Veterans Treatment Court, which is a model not just for the Florida, but for the entire United States, Mike.
Well, good. Hopefully we could help me a part of that. Dom, I'm up against the clock, but I got time to take one more phone call, so let's do it. Let's go to
Yes,
David.
sir.
David, you're on with Ask Dom. What do you got, David?
Hey, good morning, guys. Go Bucs.
Yeah.
Hey, so in integrity, I was hogging the center line on my street where a lot of speeders have been seen. The police have been out patrolling, and but little effect. So yeah, I was talking to center line. The guy got mad, flagged down aforementioned police officer, and told him I waved a gun. So now there's a police report filed with my name on it relating to brandishing a weapon. Does that need to be expunged? I mean, I did not. In fact, the guy described the wrong color pistol.
Well, allegedly, have you been charged, sir?
No, but there's a report. I mean, if anybody looks up my name and goes to public records, there's a report.
I think don't mess with David.
Well, a police report, sir, a CRA, a criminal report affidavit is an investigation. That's not filed anywhere. So what happens is a criminal report affidavit, a CRA is in process. There's an allegation by citizens that have allegedly breached a code of conduct and or a criminal statute. That report then is sent over to the intake division of the state attorney's office. The state attorney's office is the only entity that, other than the federal government, but the state level, is the only entity that would charge an individual with a crime. Law enforcement officers do not charge folks with a crime. A lot of people think, the officer, has charged me with a crime. No, they've arrested you for suspicion of a crime.
Right.
The state's attorney's office is the one that actually formally charges you. What crime is it? Does it meet the level of a felony or a misdemeanor, etc.? So there is nothing to expunge on a report. That's just an allegation. Now, if you're charged, That's a completely different story. Then we have work to do legally. You need to retain the services of an attorney.
You're good.
Well, if you want, you can hire the firm. Folks hire me preliminarily to contact law enforcement during the investigative phase. And then I can chat with those folks. Hey, are you looking forward to charging somebody? If you are, okay, then I can talk with the intake division at the state attorney's office and say, hey, what's the evidence? What's going on? Or is this neighbor guy crazy? Is this just, is this a neighbor dispute that doesn't rise to the level of a criminal infraction, criminal charge?
If you are worried about the results of this, I highly recommend Dom's preemptive power to negotiate with people before anything happens. But I think you're going to be fine, sir. Listen, this sort of stuff in the state of Florida happens all the time with everybody carrying guns. You didn't aim it. You didn't point it. You certainly didn't fire it. I think you'll be fine.
What about the false report?
Well, filing a false filing a false police report does have a legal effect to it as well, but you have to prove in essence that the report is false. So it's just, if it's someone's opinion as to circumstance and you have a different opinion, well, that happens every day in court. I mean, it happens every day in law. It may not get to court, but it happens every single day. I talk to a lot of law enforcement officers, and the folks don't know. They weren't there. So they take the report down, and then they do an investigation to determine, well, is there enough facts to move forward? Is there enough evidence to move forward? That's what the state attorney's intake division does. So, just because you're claiming, maybe it's not false. Maybe it's just inaccurate. Maybe allegedly it did happen, but, at the end of the day, there's nothing to expunge with an investigative report because it's not a formal court record. Nothing's been filed with the clerk, sir. There's nothing physically to remove.
You're good.
Okay.
As Elsa would say, let it go. Let it go. Thank you.
Don't wave the pistol anymore.
Listen, it's really weird because you're given the right to get the right to carry a gun. And then once you have it, you can damn near shoot somebody and get away with it more than if you waved your gun. I mean, that's the truth. I had a guy years ago charge my car, ran at me with anger and malicious intent. And I didn't wave it. I just lifted it up between the seats of my car to let him know that I would not be fighting, that this is how it would end. And then I watched him explain it to the officer of how it went down in his eyes. He showed him hold it over his head like I was a gangster holding it sideways, and I just laughed at it because it never even got above the pistol to be taken out of the car. But you really, and look, the number one rule I have is don't take it out unless you fully intend on using it. And if a guy's coming at me charging, swinging, and all that, there's going to be some intention there. But who cares what the police report says? It's not going to come back and do anything to him.
No, and he probably needs to retain the services of a lawyer in advance for preemptively. And I talk with the state's attorneys. I talk with law enforcement. I have private investigators. I talk with witnesses a lot before charges are filed because it's not adversarial. I just start talking to people, say, all right, well, what's going on? What do you know? What did you see? What do you think? And you kind of put it, you kind of figure out things as it is, and circumstances vary from one issue to the next. And then you play it out. If the process, if there's enough information there, I would deal with it a different way. If there's not enough information there, everybody chill out and, everybody move along here. Nothing to see here type of situation. And you just go on with your day.
Well, I appreciate your level-headedness, Dom. Thank you. If you didn't get through today, you can get through at the office, 813-251-5550. Or askthedom.com, and he will email you there. Dom, thank you. We got to take a quick break. Joey Fatone joins us next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next gentleman has been on our show before. And he's going to be heading out on tour, which is, to me, one of the smartest things I've ever seen. Let's welcome back to this program, Joey Fatone. Joey, how are you, buddy?
Good, Mike. How you doing, man?
I think you going out on tour right now is one of the smartest things I've ever seen. I would imagine you and I have to be similar in age. You're probably a little younger. But I took my wife to go see the New Kids on the Block tour when it came here. And it's basically, it's like one of those male strip shows where guys go out there and dance and sing, and the girls just throw themselves at them. My wife wanted Joey McIntyre to make eye contact with her so bad. You must have had the best life.
It was highly entertaining. I will say that in that sense, doing this thing with AJ is definitely going to be a little bit different. I don't think we're going to be mean, unless AJ decides to take off his shirt, but that's what he's going to
do. You have
do.
A wife or a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend. Yes, I do.
So
no
single
wife,
is what
no
I hear.
wife.
I hear single is for
That's
you.
already-
Hey, you,
No.
you
No.
can't be an international boy band sex symbol and be tied down to one woman. It's impossible.
You know what? It happens as you get older. Just like you said, now we're around the same age.
Yeah.
Your body tends to get a little bit slower, and you kind of go, I think I'm getting old for a lot of this crap. So you gotta just, you gotta pace yourself now.
This is true. Sometimes, like, you have to decide whether you want to go to Carrabba's or you want to have sex, because you're not doing both in the same night.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, because one's gonna not be good.
One
or the other.
Ruin the other one for sure. You and AJ McLean, who was in the Backstreet Boys, team up together. How does that start? I know you guys are all kind of friendly with each other. In fact, the show that I was at for the New Kids on the Block, you popped up on that one too, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because you showed up on the understage dressing camera and you just popped in. It was hilarious. But it was great. But how long have you and AJ been tighter? Have you had a good relationship, or are you just both into the same kind of stuff?
The cool thing about it was I did a show, kind of came up with an idea, almost like a Rat Pack idea back in the day. Gosh, it's been a few years now, probably about 5 or 6 years, even a little bit more. But it was myself, AJ from Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys, and Wanya Morris from Boys II Men. We did a 4-night thing in Vegas to where literally it was kind of a Rat Pack where we were busting each other's chops, but also singing each other's songs. So I've had a few ideas, and actually I started doing other private events where me and AJ have done a couple of shows together. And I was like, you know what, maybe we should do something like this. It's going to be something kind of fun. And not too long ago, we were in Tampa, and we did a show out there right around the time that they had the 90s con out there. We did a 90s kind of show, and people loved it. People thought it was great. It was just fun. I mean, the cool thing about it is I'm not trying to be like flashy or showy. We don't have like dancers, but we have a live band, and we kind of like tell stories, but also have just fun with the audience. It's very interactive what we're doing, and we're trying to come up with even more ways to be more interactive. And again, for us, we're not trying to like do arenas or anything like that. We want to do kind of theaters and something that's a little bit small, and maybe get to see, certain songs that, AJ always wanted to sing, would never get a chance to sing. He could do it on this stage, a lot of his new material. It's almost like, when you have comedians come out and they put out their new material in different clubs, kind of similar in that way, in the sense of, we're going to try some new stuff, and some things might be great and some things might suck.
Yeah, that's what you
but
do.
So far, the greatest thing about it is things have been very positive. We've had a lot of fun doing it. And it's like, why not? It's one of those things that it's exactly when you say, like, just why not do it?
I feel like I was at the Tampa show because I watched so many people Snapchat that I've seen so much of the show on Snapchat that you guys really did look like you were having a ball.
Oh, it's a blast. It's a blast. And that's the thing. I mean, we really want to kind of just have fun with it. So we didn't know the magnitude of when we put these tickets on sale, how actually kind of quickly they went.
Yeah.
Which, kind of excited about.
I had the privilege of hanging out with one Chris Kirkpatrick several times. He is one of the funny. I would say he's on the list of one of my top 20 favorite human beings. And the last time we were talking and your name came up for some reason, he was like, here's the thing with Joey is that people don't understand. Joey can really sing. He's like, we all can do it. We all can sing and we're in a band, but Joey can really sing, and he never actually gets to go out there and show people his voice. So this is another opportunity for people to see a different side of you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the fun thing about it. I've done so much in my career to where this is kind of just something that I always wanted to do and just had a thought of. I'm not a really a writer. I'm more of a performer. I love performing. I love performing.
What is your favorite cover to sing? Like, you do your songs and stuff, but if there's one where you're like, all right, I'm going to show them what I got. What cover is your go-to?
Show them what I got. It's not even that. Just I don't know. I do a lot of fun songs actually in the show and the shows that I have done. Like from Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance is always a fun song to do. I do actually a swing version of Tearing Up My Heart, which is very interesting.
That's cool.
Which is a lot of fun. So again, we try to do different things, or we try to get a little bit of a twist on songs. I'll even do I Want It That Way. There's a lot of times when if I'm not doing the show with AJ, but again, this is what the fun part is. You get to hear some of these songs, but they're sung by either myself, that's a Backstreet Boys song, or an NSYNC song sang by a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Nothing was better than when I saw Elton John and Billy Joel sing each other's songs live. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's a special thing. It's just cool. It's just fun. It's like, you would never think in a million years that would really ever happen, but it's happening.
I don't know what it is. I don't think I'm supposed to like you as far as the cool factor goes because I'm a man and I'm 52 and I'm Italian and I'm from New York. But I love Backstreet Boys. I love NSYNC. I love One Direction. I'm sorry. I'm sucked into any song you could sing along to. I think is great. Plus, I have kids now, and the kids love that kind of stuff for the second time around. So it's been great. These guys are out together. AJ McClain and Joey Fatone. They're going to be doing a tour that's going to have 3 stops, I believe, here in Florida. Fort Lauderdale on March 28th, March 29th in Orlando, and March 30th in Jacksonville. And you still out? Are you still an Orlando guy? You in that area?
I am still in Orlando, man. I lived in California for about 3 years and saw state tax and went, forget that, and came back to Orlando.
Yeah. I have a couple.
Yeah. I like it. I love it, man. I love it.
I have a couple of questions that I don't know that necessarily you would bring up, but I'd like to ask you. In your tour, what was the country that the girls loved you guys the most?
The country?
Yeah, like when you travel around, like, are you amazed when you get to Japan and they're screaming?
Yeah, well, back in the day, the fanatics were really in Europe and Germany. They were really very, very fanatic. Like they would, and then Spain would either rip hats off you, any jewelry you would have, they would try to rip off. I mean, if you don't know that kind of crazy fanatics, those were the ones where we were kind of scared a little bit because we didn't know what was going on. Again, obviously, we're older now, a little bit different. I'm not sure what that would be like. Hopefully, not as crazy because that would be really weird and awkward. We're grown men. And hopefully they're grown women and they would know how to contain themselves and control themselves.
I don't know. I would like that. I would like that for 5 minutes, just to walk from point A to point B and have women rip things off me. I think I'd enjoy that. But you've probably been through it so many times you're over it now.
Sorry, say it again?
I said I would like to have that opportunity to walk from point A to point B and just have women rip my clothes off. I think that would be wonderful. But you're probably over it by now. You're like, all right, it was cool the first 3 times.
Again, like I said, as you get older, you just kind of go, okay, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good.
Plus, you're probably like, hey, give me back my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It actually happened one time. I was in Spain. We were walking through a crowd, and somebody grabbed my hat, and I was literally like, wait a minute. I was pushing people. I was like, stop it.
Yeah.
It's a Superman hat. I just got it. Where is it? I got the person, though. I found them. They literally were grabbing and trying to run away. It was crazy.
Oh, that's so funny. In your travels back in the day, not now, ever swing a mother-daughter threesome?
No.
You laugh, but like when we're kids, these are things we all think about. One day I'm going to be famous and I'm going to do this thing.
Of course we all think about that. But our band was never really like that.
What? Like what? Like getting girls?
Sex, rock and roll. No, like sex, drugs, and rock. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've met you a couple of times. You're one of the coolest, down to earth guys. One of the great things I've ever seen was when you were at the years ago at the DeBarlo event, and you were up there in the DJ booth, and they played some songs, and you were up there singing along and doing all the moves, and I was like, that's a guy who gets it. That's a guy who knows that he's had a good life and a good career, and look how happy he is. So I'm glad you're still out there entertaining your audience. The shows again in Florida are the 28th, 29th, and 30th of March. Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and Jacksonville, but then also California, a couple of dates, Boston, Newark, New Jersey. So I bet this thing blows up and you'll be announcing a whole new leg after this.
Well, yeah, we're excited because we're going to be hopefully announcing a couple more dates actually, since it happened so fast. Like I said, tickets are going pretty darn quick, and they're almost sold out. I know three of the shows are already sold out.
Yeah.
So we're just excited. Again, we love to kind of have some fun. Hopefully people enjoy the show and we can bring this around to other cities.
Well, good. I know you were just here, but hopefully on the next leg you swing back through Tampa, and I will let my wife go, and I will not go because I can't stand watching her look at you guys like she wants to see you naked. It bothers me a lot. Joey Fatone.
We won't do that. We won't do that. But if anything, you can always put a picture of my face on your body at night and just pretend.
Well, let's see what happens. I'll swing that tonight. Joey, thank you. I appreciate you getting up early, and good luck with the tour.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
See you, brother. There you go. Joey Fatone. That guy has nothing to be upset about. He's got to be happy for the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah.
He's a handsome guy, but he's an okay guy. I mean, Nick Carter's beautiful.
Do you think any of those guys wish they were Timberlake with his success that he had after the fact?
You know what? I wish I was Timberlake. I think everybody does, but I don't think like the times I talked to Chris Kirkpatrick, he is like, I talked to Justin all like he doesn't. He
They're not jealous at all. Yeah.
No, but he didn't pull away.
And they all invested. like
Yeah.
really well. Like they all own
Oh, yeah.
businesses and stuff like that. Like they're not working.
No.
You know what I mean? On a daily basis.
And I mean, Joe, and even Joey, he's done a lot of hosting on television.
Yeah.
A lot of different game
Oh, yeah,
shows.
game show.
He's got those. He's got a couple hot dog places
Yeah.
in Orlando. Fat ones. Yeah. So he's
Like,
got a lot of stuff.
He's done it right. I forgot to bring it up, but they did that. They reunited on the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
And I was with Chris Kirkpatrick like a week after that, and I go, "Hey, I gotta tell you, that was pretty cool, just from being from that area." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It's cool now, but right before we were about to go on stage, Joey turns around and he goes, do you think they remember us?" I go, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did."
And then they just sunk back into the floor.
Yeah,
at the end.
everybody was like, yeah, that would have been awful.
Isn't that the guy with the hot dog place?
Yeah.
Yeah, you imagine that you didn't know, and you only know the guy from the hot dog place.
Yeah.
He did the Impractical Joker stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's done a
he's
bunch.
loving his life. I watched him sit in that DJ booth and sing along with the NSYNC songs, and then do all the dances and stuff. And I was like, yeah, he gets it. Because
Yeah.
remember when Vanilla Ice was on Surreal Life,
Yeah.
and they brought him to that karaoke bar, and he's like, "I'm not singing Ice Ice Baby," and then he did it, and the place went crazy, and he was like, "All right." I
And
get it."
he's since changed. He's always
Yeah.
out now.
Yeah.
Doing that all the time.
He seems like he lightened up a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like he matured a little bit, you know. I liked seeing Eminem at the Lions game.
Oh,
did you see
yeah.
that leading that thing off? That was pretty cool.
I saw everybody's pissed off seeing Taylor Swift, but they're not pissed off about seeing Eminem.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean? It's the exact same
listen,
thing.
Taylor Swift has a song called "If I Was a Man," and it's "If I Was a Man, then I'd be the man." Because it's funny how people crap on her, but if she was a guy, they'd be like, "She's the greatest in the world." You know what I mean?
By the way, you heard that Eminem is dating Jared Falk now, or Jared Golf.
Oh, Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, I took you.
Yeah.
Threw me off on that one. Yeah. Reset.
Oof.
Save it for side splitters, buddy. All right. Thank you, Joey Fatone. Thank you, Ask the Dom. Thank you, Shane Torres. Check out Shane Torres' special, Blue-Eyed Mexican. It is on YouTube. Tomorrow is Wednesday, which means Galvin is a brand new open letter. We got to do Death Pool picks tomorrow, man. Maybe if you want to go to YouTube and subscribe to our page, we would like that. We're adding a lot of videos. All it does is alert you when there's new stuff up there. What else? Anything else? All right.
I think that's it.
I don't want
Open letter
nothing
tomorrow.
anyway. I just said that. You gotta repeat what I just said. You're not listening to the
I
show?
wanted to just compare you for a second.
Joe, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you, Gio. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's not his YouTube channel.
Oh, sorry.
Find us on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. We will see you tomorrow. The after show with Dizzy is up next.